ọmọdé ọ̀dọ́ àgbà tó lórí tẹ̀lẹ́mù tó ń ṣíjú wa sáwọn iṣẹ́ ìdàgbàsókè káàkiri àwùjọ wa ẹ bá wa dá sí tọ̀sẹ̀ yìí àjọ gbọ́ ni.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó kágórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní Diamond FM 88.7.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó tá a máa gbọ́ láago mẹ́wàá ojoojúmọ́ Monday to Friday.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó kágórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní Diamond FM 88.7.
ọ̀rọ̀ agbègbè wa bó ṣe ń lọ iná tí ò dá omi tí ò dára.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó kágórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní Diamond FM 88.7.
agbọ́mọpa ń gbọ́mọ ẹgbọ́ ṣódà bẹ́ẹ̀ security wa mẹ́hẹ̀ gbogbo ọjà ló ti wọ́n gógó.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó kágórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní Diamond FM 88.7.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó tá a máa gbọ́ láago mẹ́wàá ojoojúmọ́ Monday to Friday.
ẹ bá wa dá sílé tó kágórí afẹ́fẹ́ ní Diamond FM 88.7.
Oh yeah.
Kí n kábọ̀ sórí ètò bá wa dá sí ní ìkànnì Diamond 88.7 FM Ìlọrin níbi tí a ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ohun tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ìlera tèmi àti yín. Orí ètò yìí láti máa ń mọ àwọn ojúṣe ọwọ́ wa, ẹsẹ̀ wa, ojú wa, orí wa, ikùn wa àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kí ló àwọn nǹkan kan tí a gbọ́dọ̀ máa fiyèsí nípa àgọ́ ara wa láti túmọ̀ nípa àwọn àìsàn kan àìbámọ̀ bí ó bá fi lè wọlé sí àgọ́ ara yín, àwọn ohun tí ẹ kíyèsí àti ọ̀nà ìgbà ṣètọ́jú wọn. Lákòótán orí ètò yìí láti máa ń dára wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, rán wa létí, gbára wa níyànjú lórí ètò ìlera tó péye láwùjọ wa. Omidan Yínká Àjàní Àjíbádé lórúkọ tèmi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ tún kú ojúmọ́. a máa mẹ́nubà lónìí ó jẹ́ kókó ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa ń fi ojú fò ṣùgbọ́n tí ó ṣe kókó nínú ìgbé ayé ìrọ̀rùn wa, ètò àlàáfíà wa, òun náà ni ìlera ìfun. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni a máa ń pè ní ọpọlọ kejì. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe máa ń pè ní ọpọlọ kejì? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ibi tí oúnjẹ ń lọ sí tí a mọ̀ sí ìfun àti àwọn àrùn tó lè wọlé síbẹ̀, bí a ṣe lè ṣètọ́jú wọn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn elétò ìlera máa ń sọ wípé bí ìfun wa tó bá ní ìlera, wọ́n ní ara wa yóò dùn, yóò sì jí pépé. ṣùgbọ́n tí ìfun wa tó bá ní ìpalára wọn ní eléyìí yóò ṣe àkóbá tó pọ̀ jọjọ fún ara wa. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí la máa gbé yẹ̀wò láàárọ̀ tòní. Ǹjẹ́ tí ẹ ti gbọ́ nípa eléyìí rí? Ọ̀nà wo la fi lè ṣe ìtọ́jú rẹ̀? Màá máa láǹfààní láti pe àlejò wa sórí ètò tí wọ́n ti máa ń sábà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò yìí lóòrèkóòrè. Wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tí wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ètò yìí tí wọ́n sì nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti máa ṣe ètò tí máa dá sí ètò tí yóò ṣe àwọn aráalé ní àǹfààní. Àwọn náà ni nurse Ọláwálé tí a máa kàn sí wọn lórí ètò yìí láti dára wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí àwọn ọ̀nà wo ni kílé ta fi máa ń sọ pé second brain wa òun ni gut wa àti pé kí làwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kí a mọ̀ nípa rẹ̀. Nínú ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a wà yìí December 12 ìyẹn ní ọjọ́ Friday òun ni àyájọ́ tí a mọ̀ sí Universal Health Coverage Day tí ń ṣe àyájọ́ tó wà fún ètò ìlera tó péye. Àwọn elétò ìlera máa ń pè kúrú wọn ní àyájọ́ UHC Day. Tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ UHC Day ohun tó túmọ̀ sí ni pé Universal Health Coverage Day. Àyájọ́ ètò ìlera yìí òun ni láti fi ta àwọn ènìyàn lólobó lórí ètò ìlera wọn. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé wípé ètò ìlera bẹ̀rẹ̀ látorí ìdènà. Good health starts with prevention. Látorí ìdènà òun ni ètò ìlera ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Kì í ṣe lórí ìṣètọ́jú nígbà tó bá wọlé ságọ́ ara yín. Tó o bá fẹ́ mú ètò ìlera ẹ lọ́kùnkúndùn dènà àwọn àìsàn kì í ṣe wípé ṣètọ́jú àwọn àìsàn. Àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí náà la fi máa ń lara wa lọ́yẹ̀ báwo la ṣe lè dènà àwọn àìsàn kan. Ṣùgbọ́n yóò dùn mọ́ mi tí n bá fi lè rí àwọn èèyàn tó bá pè wọlé láti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n tiẹ̀ ń ṣàmúlò àwọn ohun tá à ń gbé yẹ̀wò lórí ètò yìí. We all need to change our lifestyle. A nílò láti change ìgbé ayé tá à ń gbé láti fi ṣe ìtọ́jú ara wa. Bí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera bá dórí ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tí wọ́n bá ń sọ wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ nǹkan báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ nǹkan báyìí, ó ń dènà nǹkan báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lò kò ná wa ní nǹkan kan. Màá fún yín ní àpẹẹrẹ. Gbogbo alamọ tá à ń pè ní garlic. Tẹ́ bá rántí wípé àìmọye ìgbà ni mo ti gbé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera wá sórí ètò yìí tí wọ́n sì máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa garlic jíjẹ. Ó ṣe pàtàkì, ó ṣe kókó. Ṣùgbọ́n ìdí tí ìrìnsẹ̀ sábà máa ń tẹnu mọ́ àwọn nǹkan báyìí ni wípé jíjẹ gálíìkì yìí fífi sínú oúnjẹ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ yìí ó lójú àwọn ọmọdé ò lè jẹ. Kódà the information I have, information tèmi ní ọmọ ọdún 12, 11 kò lè tẹ̀ tí máa lè mu garlic omi garlic I don't know how to call garlic tea. Pé bóyá kéèyàn mú garlic kó rin kéèyàn rin bí èèyàn ṣe máa ń rin ilá kó fi sínú warm water kó máa mú. Ọmọdé ò lè mú nítorí àwọn ìpalára ẹ̀ lára ọmọdé. But tá a bá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ pé àwọn nǹkan natural nǹkan báyìí ní kẹ́ máa jẹ. Ẹlòmíì lè wò pé tán ti ní a máa jẹ ó yá ọmọ ọdún 5 wọ́n ti gbé e mu fún un. Ọmọ ọdún 10 ẹ ti fún un mu. Ìdí rèé tá a fi máa ń sọ wípé ẹ rí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera yín. Ihun tí ò bá yé yín ẹ béèrè. Ókè o bẹ́ẹ̀ bá sì ní dókítà torí gbogbo akọ́lá ní personal doctors. Tẹ́ bá fi lè lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn ẹ use opportunity yẹn láti béèrè. Ókè tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ wá lè béèrè. A máa ń gbé àwọn elétò ìlera wá sórí ètò yìí. Ẹ lè ta Omidan Láyínká lólobó. Omidan afẹ́kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan báyìí. Ihun tá a torí ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tuntun ló ti ń bọ̀ yìí. Ihun tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ẹ pè wọlé ẹ sọ. Àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera wa wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa torí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ìtọ́jú wa. Somebody who does not love you cannot care for you. Torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ràn wa tí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣètọ́jú wa ni wọ́n ṣe là wá lọ́yẹ̀ torí pé àwọn náà ò fẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ pa wọ́n kú, iṣẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́rùn wọn. So ẹ béèrè kí lẹ fẹ́ ká sọ ṣùgbọ́n eléyìí ò ń ṣe lónìí a fi parí ọdún yìí ni gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ kọ sílẹ̀ tó bá ti di last episode of this program nínú ọdún yìí tèmi jẹ́ mọ̀ pé èmi àti yín a máa wà lálàáfíà a máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ so and ẹ jẹ́ ká máa mú àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ká máa mú lò so and ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ máa kí àwọn òṣèlétò ìlera wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà nítorí pé púpọ̀ náà àwọn àlejò wa mi ní parọ́ fún yín ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ìpínlẹ̀ ìlú Ìbàdàn ni àti sábà máa ń pè wọ́n àáfẹ́ lára àwọn nǹkan tèmi náà béèrè lórí ètò yìí nìyẹn bẹ́yìn bá ṣe ń béèrè mi náà béèrè kí àwọn òṣèlétò ìlera ní ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara kí wọ́n dákun fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa láti fún wọn ní àkókò àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ ò wọ́n ń gbìyànjú bákan náà la máa kí ẹgbẹ́ tó ń rí sí ipò oògùn Pharmaceutical Association nípínlẹ̀ Kwara ẹ̀ka tìpínlẹ̀ Kwara fún akitiyan wọn bákan náà la kí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ dókítà wa nípínlẹ̀ Kwara fún akitiyan wọn àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tí wọ́n ti fẹ̀yìntì àwọn náà sábà máa ń fún wa ní ìkúnpá lórí ètò yìí pé àwọn ti retire ní ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ò tired láti enlighten àwọn public nípa ojúṣe wọn. Thank you so much, really appreciate you, but we are going to do that ní last episode of this program ní ìgbà tí ọ̀sẹ̀ Wednesday tó bá kẹ́yìn ọdún yìí la máa fi kí gbogbo yín tá a máa fi mọ rírì yín but I just have to mention that on the program today. A máa láǹfààní láti sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́nà tí a fi lè ṣe kí ni tọ́jú ìfun wa nípa oúnjẹ jíjẹ nípa ìmọ́tótó nípa omi mímu àti nípa àwọn healthy habits wa tá a gbọ́dọ̀ máa mú ṣe lóòrèkóòrè. Omidan Ọláyínká Àjànàjíbádé lórúkọ tèmi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n máa kàn sí àlejò wa à ń padà bọ̀. káàbọ̀ padà sí orí ètò ẹ bá wa dá sí mo ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ògbóǹtarìgì nínú iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ràn láti máa fi ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ wọn òye wọn dá àwa ará ilé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí ọ̀nà ìgbé ayé ìrọ̀rùn wa àwọn náà ni Nurse Ọláwálé ẹ káàárọ̀ sábà káwọn ará ilé.
àtẹ̀yìn ará ilé ẹ káàárọ̀ ṣe dáadáa la bá yín o àjíǹde lára máa jẹ́ ọlágbára náà. àṣẹ Elédùà ó dà Nurse Ọláwálé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún a máa ń sọ nípa gut mi mo bíyà mo pronounce dáadáa lẹ́ka ètò ìlera ǹjẹ́ kí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ni ìdí tí wọ́n fi máa ń ní pé ọpọlọ wa kejì òun ni gut wà yìí. Gut in simple terms mean pé ọ̀nà fún wa ọ̀nà tí oúnjẹ ń gbà láti ẹnu tó gbà dé ìsàlẹ̀ tá a fi máa ti jáde òun là ń pè ní gut ní èdè òyìnbó. Gut yìí ó comprise ọ̀nà fún ẹ̀dọ̀ wa but primarily ọ̀nà fún dọ́nú àwọn tá à ń pè ní small intestine àti large intestine gbogbo yẹn ni à ń pè ní gut tó dàbí pipe tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látẹnu kó parí sí ìsàlẹ̀ lọ́hùn òun la máa ń pè ní gut. A dẹ̀ máa ń ní lóòótọ́ ti máa ń sọ pé gut yẹn pé òun ni ó fẹ́ dàbí ọpọlọ kejì lóòótọ́ ó fẹ́ dàbí ọpọlọ ṣùgbọ́n ọpọlọ yàtọ̀ bọ̀ ìdí tó fi sọ pé ó fẹ́ dàbí ọpọlọ ni pé tá a bá wo ọpọlọ Ọlọ́run ṣe dá ọpọlọ wa contain bí oríṣiríṣi bí wáyà ara máa ń pè ní nerves tó tò pọ̀ tán jíjọ ṣiṣẹ́ tán jẹ́ ń control àwọn ẹ̀yà ara yòókù ìyẹn ni ọpọlọ náà tá a bá wo ebi ọ̀nà fún wa ilé tá a pè ní gut yìí tá a bá wo náà òun náà ní nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì àwọn wáyà náà tá a pè nerves yẹn òun náà ní wáyà yẹn tó pọ̀ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ọ̀nà fún títí désàlẹ̀ náà tọ́run náà wà tán tó mọ́ra tán jìjọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ra débi pé àwọn gan fẹ́ nígbà míì gan àwọn máa ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n láì ti sọ fún ọpọlọ ọ̀dọ́ fi máa ń pè ní second brain pé òun náà hùwà bí ọpọlọ ṣùgbọ́n òun náà gbé ìgbésẹ̀ fúnra ẹ̀ láì gba instruction ìtọ̀ràn láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọpọlọ so la fi máa ń pè ní second brain so ìyẹn ni a fi pè ní second brain òun náà ní network nerves tó ń jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó náà control ara ẹ̀ la fi pè ní nerves. alright ẹ ṣe tá bá wo tọ́lọ̀ ṣe dá èèyàn a notice pé bí ọ̀nà méjì àbí mẹ́ta ni àìsàn fi ń wọnú ara wa ọ̀nà kínní bí a gba ara skin wa ó gbà wọlé bí a nǹkan ó là wá bí a nǹkan bí gé wa lọ́wọ́ ọ̀ lára kòkòrò gbàbẹ̀ wọlé ìyẹn kínní ọ̀nà kejì ni pé bí a wọnú ẹ̀jẹ̀ bóyá bíi tá a ti lọ gbẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ àbí tá a ti lọ gbé àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ kan tí kòkòrò wọlé sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa directly ìyẹn jẹ́ ìkejì ọ̀nà kẹta tí àìsàn náà tún gbà wọnú ara wa òun ni ọ̀nà ìfun tá a sọ yìí ọ̀nà mẹ́ẹ̀ta tí àìsàn fi ń wọlé nìyẹn so question ẹ wá béèrè pé báwo ni ọ̀nà ìfun ṣe wá make sure pé àìsàn ò ṣe wá tó ń bá wa keep immunity gbogbo yẹn ìdí ni pé tọ́lọ́run ṣe dá ọ̀nà ìfun Ọlọ́run ti kọ́kọ́ dá àwọn kòkòrò kéékèèké mi ò fẹ́ pè wọ́n kòkòrò but àwọn nǹkan tá a lè fojú rí tó wà nínú ìfun àfojú rí wọn kò pé àwa là nǹkan tá a lè fojú rí ni ó wà nínú ẹ̀ iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n bá wa ẹ̀ṣọ́ pé kòkòrò míì láti ìta tó ń ṣe ti ẹ̀yà ara wọn ò jẹ́ kó wọlé ìyẹn wà lára iṣẹ́ tó ṣe kókó jù tí wọ́n ṣe yẹ àwọn kòkòrò yìí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ń bọ̀ láti ìta tán bá ti rí pé èyí ò ń ṣe tiwa tó fẹ́ dà pé kò bá wa lára mu ẹ̀rí pé ó ti máa ti dànù ìyẹn ni iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n àtọ́rin ṣe yẹn ó mì pé àwọn àìsàn láti ìta wọn ò ní fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ráyè wọnú ara mọ́ ìyẹn ìpele kan ìpele kejì ni pé tó bá tẹ̀ wá rí àìsàn tí ó tún fẹ́ wọlé tó fẹ́ lágídí jù ó tún níwèé tí ìfun yẹn náà tún máa ṣe tó yẹ pé ó máa fomi ṣan gbogbo ẹ̀ dànù ní ìyẹn náà ìkejì ìkẹta ni pé ó tún láwọn hormone náà tó ń produce hormones yìí dẹ̀ ní ó ń jẹ́ kó fún wa ó ń fún jẹ́ ká lè sinmi nígbà tó bá yẹ ká sinmi for instance a ní hormone kan tá à ń pè ní melatonin ọdún òun gan kọ́kọ́ ló ń produce ẹ̀ but ó máa ń produce nǹkan tá à ń pè ní serotonin yìí iṣẹ́ títí ẹ̀ ni pé ó wà lára nǹkan tó ń control mood wa báwo nínú wa ṣe dùn sí inú ẹ̀yìn yóò dùn inú ẹ̀ dùn serotonin níṣẹ́ tó ń play ń bẹ̀ ó wà lára nǹkan tí ìfun produce gan fúnra ẹ̀ so tí ìfun bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa ẹ̀ rí pé inú ẹni á dùn á ṣiṣẹ́ normal yẹn kòkòrò náà dẹ̀ ní wọlé torí ó wà lára nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ṣe láti protect wa from kòkòrò then ògiri inú ìfun fúnra ẹ̀ gan àtúpọ̀ òun gan fúnra ẹ̀ bàríà lòun fúnra ẹ̀ tàṣe ní ẹran tó wà lára wa tá máa ní ara mi rèé ó ń dán bẹ́ẹ̀ náà nìfun náà ṣe ní bàríà títí ẹ̀ òun náà iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ ni pé kó má jẹ́ kí kankan wọlé so tí gbogbo yẹn bá pé òun jẹ́ ká ní immunity tó ṣe dáadáa then tá a bá tún jẹun tó ìfun náà dẹ́ absorb ẹ̀ dáadáa ó tún máa jẹ́ kí immunity wa kó tún le sí so ẹni tó bá ti jẹun dáadáa àbí kò jẹ oúnjẹ tó yẹ kó jẹ immunity ẹ̀ ló fi ṣeré yẹn òun ni ó fi jẹ́ pé ìfun wa play role tó pọ̀ ipa tó ń kó nínú immunity wa ó pọ̀ gan.
bí wò báyìí nọ̀ọ̀sì Ọláwálé kí wàá ní àwọn àpẹẹrẹ tí èèyàn máa rí tó máa fi mọ̀ ìpẹ́dà pé ìfun òun o kò ní agbára tó I mean the gut is not healthy enough kí làwọn àpẹẹrẹ téèyàn máa rí.
well ó vary but àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé ó common sí gbogbo wa tí gbogbo wa ti máa nílẹ̀ nǹkan àbẹ́ẹ̀ méjì nínú ayé wa táyé wa yìí ìkíní ìkùnrin o ìkùnrin ìrun mi òórùn mi òun kan mi bákan àpẹẹrẹ pé nǹkan mi ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ikùn nìyẹn àpẹẹrẹ tó tún common jù tẹlomi tó bá jókòó báyìí ẹ rò pé àwọn sójà ṣe pàréèdì níkùn ẹ ní ìpòròpòpòpòpòpò ìta ló ń lùlù yìí ikùn ẹ ló ń lùlù yẹn àpẹẹrẹ pé nǹkan mìíràn tuntun wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn kódà most times ariwo tó ń pa yẹn àti ikùn dídùn rẹ pé ó ń kan mí ikùn dùn mí yẹn ó wà lára àwọn tó common jù àwọn àpẹẹrẹ tó common jù tó ń jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ìrìnnà fún yìí nǹkan mi ti dé bá tó nídìí ká ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká gbé ìgbésẹ̀ ìkẹta tó wọ́pọ̀ jù òun ni pé kán máa ṣe ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ síṣàn ẹlòmíì tẹ bá jọ jókòó ẹjọ ẹ sáré fún láàyè òun fẹ́ sáré lọ ṣègbọ̀nsẹ̀ tó bá dé kó tó jókòó ìṣẹ́jú méjì ó tún ti lọ kódà ó bá pẹ́ gan inú ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ ló máa jókòó sí permanently evidence pé ó máa pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àná ẹni yìí ó dà pé ó ti ní problem gidi tó ń ṣègbọ̀nsẹ̀ púpọ̀ evidence yẹn another common evidence yẹn ó dà ẹlòmíì dẹ̀ ní ìtìtì ẹ lè má ti dé level yẹn tó pé gbogbo nǹkan akọ máa rùn sí ni ọba gbóúnjẹ wa ẹgbẹ́ kúrò ó fẹ́ gbé mi léèbì evidence pé ikùn yẹn ò ṣe dáadáa nìyẹn tí ẹlòmíì ò bá dẹ̀ wá ní àwọn yẹn problem títí ẹ ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kò ní rórun sùn báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ rórun sùn ní ẹni tí kùn ẹ̀ pariwo kúrúkúrúkú tán lù lónú òkú ẹ̀ kò lè rórun sùn láyè tó possible ìyẹn tún wà àwọn àpẹẹrẹ tó wọ́pọ̀ jù téèyàn fi mọ̀ pé nǹkan mi ti wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn tẹ́lómi bá dẹ̀ ti wá láwọn àpẹẹrẹ èlé àgbà bá máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó tún jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ láti pẹ́ ni a máa ní ó ń rẹ̀ òun òun kọ́ ni pé ó ń rẹ̀ òun ní lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ń ti ṣe gbọ̀nsẹ̀ bí ẹ̀méjì àbẹ́ ẹ̀mẹ́ta ó ń rẹ̀ òun ara àpẹẹrẹ tó kú ọmọ nìyẹn bọ̀ tá a bá ti rí àwọn eléyìí ó yẹ ká tètè fúnra pé nǹkan míì ti wà ń díẹ̀ ká tètè gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ ká gbé.
ó dà Nurse Ọláwálé ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìbéèrè tí ó tẹ̀lé òun náà ni pé àwọn oúnjẹ wo ni èèyàn lè máa jẹ láti fi mú kí ìfun èèyàn kó jí pépé to make our gut healthy àwọn oúnjẹ wo la lè máa jẹ ṣùgbọ́n kí ẹ tó dáhùn ìbéèrè yẹn ẹ fún wa ní ìṣẹ́jú kan a fẹ́ lọ polówó ọjà tá a bá padà dé a máa tẹ̀síwájú lórí ètò ẹ bá wa dá sí à ń bọ̀.
You dey find ways to save your data. You go first start out with your apps. Delete apps wey you no dey use, but other things go still dey. Some apps get data saver modes. Make you activate them to control the data usage. You fit also go your setting, make you off the auto updates them. Then make you also close apps wey you no dey use to save your data when you no dey use your apps. This small change go fit help you save your data well. For more information, make you go your mobile operator website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for better tips. Make we dey connect and enjoy our data use well. This message dey come from the Association of Licensed Telecom Operators wey join body with the Nigerian Communication Commission.
Yadiola àbúrò alẹ́ rẹ ni ọlọ́run ibi tó ti rí àwọn ọjà tí wọ́n ń já látinú kọ̀ńténà ńláńlá yìí sínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù rẹ̀.
ọlọ́run nìkan ló mọ̀ ibi tó ti rí ẹrù wọ̀nyí kó wọlé ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe inú ìlú yìí ló ti ń rí.
káì ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ sẹ́yìn ò tí ì gbọ́ nípa Montolive Nigeria Limited ni níbi tí ẹ ti lè ráwọn ohun tẹ́nu ń jẹ tó ń tà ní wàràwàrà bí ìrẹsì ìyẹ̀fun tomato paste spaghetti òróró àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ẹ lè rí wọn rà lọ́pọ̀ kọ́ ọ̀yọ̀kú tó fi mẹ́yìn alára àtúntà lásìkò pọ̀pọ̀ sí ọdún yìí ẹ̀yin ilé iṣẹ́ tẹ́ fẹ́ ra ẹ̀bùn òpin ọdún fáwọn òṣìṣẹ́ yín Montolive ni ẹ máa gbà lọ tààràtà ẹ kàn sí ọ́fíìsì wọn ní nọ́mbà 17 New Market ọjà titun bàbá òkòrò Ìlọrin Montolive ń bẹ ní nọ́mbà 42 Yorùbá Road lẹ́gbàá AAT Complex Montolive tún wà ní Monday Third Warehouse Lane 1 opposite Block A shop lọ́jà Monday Montolive tún wá wẹ̀ o ní Ọ̀fà ní dojúkọ Union Bank PLC nínú ọjà Owódé nílùú Ọ̀fà ìrọ̀rùn wọ̀lúdé nípasẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ Montolive.
Montolive for unbeatable price and quality goods.
O fẹ́ràn láti máa pín coke ní báyìí coke ṣetán láti pín nǹkan pẹ̀lú rẹ ra coke tí ó wá pẹ̀lú orúkọ lára tàbí orúkọ àpèsọ tàbí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ìmọ̀ràn scan QR code pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ìpè kó o lè ní ìpín nínú àwọn 252 mílíọ̀nù náírà. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o láti ọmọ mọ́mì sí ọmọ tó mọ̀jẹ́ coke tí o fẹ́ràn yẹn lè jẹ́ ọ̀nà àbáyọ rẹ sí ayé ìdẹ̀rùn. kí ló tún wá ń dúró ṣe náwó mú tiẹ̀ lẹ́ni fẹ́yàn ní coke pín fàájì kó o jẹ ẹ̀bùn owó FCCPC fòǹtẹ̀lù àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ.
I'm in love, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Is it to open? Is it to squeeze? Is it to scoop and is it to stir?
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ètò ẹ bá wa dá sí ní kánidá Monday 8.7 FM Ìlọrin à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ìfun wa ipa tí ó ń kó nínú àgọ́ ara wa àti bí a ṣe lè máa fiyè sí àwọn ohun tó ń lọ nínú ìfun wa ló fi jẹ́ wípé a máa ń sọ lórí ètò yìí wípé ìṣètọ́jú ara yín ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí ohun tẹ̀ ń jẹ kì í ṣe kínú kọ̀ọ̀kún lásán ni kò sì ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn òṣèlétò ìlera lórí ètò ti sọ láìmọye ìgbà wípé èso tó bá wà níta ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ gidigidi lásìkò tó bá ń bẹ níta. Lásìkò yìí ọsàn ó pọ̀ níta báyìí, lára èso tó wà níta nìyẹn. Nǹkan tá à ń jẹ ló ń wọnú ìfun wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí nọ́ọ̀sì Ọláwálé ti ṣe ń sọ, ní ìyí tó túmọ̀ sí wípé ìwòsàn ìṣètọ́jú láti ẹnu wa ló ti máa ń wá lọ sínú ìfun wa. Nọ́ọ̀sì Ọláwálé ṣe ti wà ń bẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ọ̀dà gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe bèrè kó tó di pé a lọ sí ẹ̀ka ìpolówó ọjà ni wípé kí làwọn oúnjẹ tí ó máa ń ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún ìfun wa.
ẹ ṣe olóòtú wọ́n ti tí ìfun wa láìkì bàjẹ́ tó dẹ̀ máa ń cherish, ìyẹn mí pé nǹkan tó gbádùn dáadáa tó kò dẹ̀ fi ń ṣeré òun ni àwọn nǹkan tó bá ti ní bíi fibre nú. Kí la mí bíi fibre tó fẹ́ dà bíi ẹ dárúkọ ọsàn sínsìn ìkan nìyẹn tó yẹ pé ó máa ń ní bíi.
ó ní fibre ni sà.
bàjẹ́ ó ní fibre nú. nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé most times táwọn èèyàn wa bá fẹ́ mu ọsàn wá kọ̀ra fún omi ẹ̀ tán bá ti fún omi ẹ̀ tán wá jù dànù. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé omi ẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ fibre nú ẹ̀ gangan ló ṣe ara lóge jù. Èyí ni pé wow, first ó ní vitamin C nú, secondly fibre yẹn gan ló wà lára nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ kí ìfun wa lè ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe, ìyẹn ìkíní. Tẹ bá ti yọ omi ọsàn yẹn ẹ rí i pé ẹ máa rí kíni àwọn nǹkan tó fẹ́ dàbí ráìsì kéékèèké ọ bíi wíníwíní tó wà nú ẹ̀.
particles làwa máa ń pè é.
ìyẹn gan ni fibre bẹ́ẹ̀, ìyẹn gan ládùn ọsàn, omi nìkan làwa mú bọ nǹkan nú ẹ̀ kódà gan nǹkan tá a máa advice àwọn èèyàn wa ni pé tó bá fẹ́ jẹ èso máa blend ẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan táwọn olómi máa ṣe ni pé tó bá ti blend ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn á wá fún àṣẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa mú
nìyẹn. Àwa lòun mu fruit salad àbí òun mu kíkọ́ kan wá fún lóríṣiríṣi orúkọ. Àwa máa ń encourage àwọn èèyàn wa ni pé instead yẹn ẹ ra ọsàn yẹn kẹ ẹ jókòó tì í kẹ ẹ jẹ́ kó kó èpo ẹ̀ gan. Ìgbà ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ ọsàn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìtẹ̀síwájú.
Ìyẹn ìkíní. Another common one ni ẹ̀fọ́. Èmi ni tẹ̀tẹ̀ dárúkọ ẹ̀fọ́ náà. Ó ṣe dáadáa torí pé ó contain a lot of fibre and aside fibre ó tún ní àwọn trace elements bíi zinc nínú, magnesium nínú tó yẹ pé àwọn yẹn tún ń ṣara lóoge, wọ́n tún ń ṣe immunity wa lóoge bàjẹ́ àwọn yẹn tún ń strengthen immunity.
Lórí ẹ̀fọ́ tẹ́ wá wà yẹn ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ àwọn ìgbà tèmi kéré ọ̀nà tán àwọn kan ní kéèyàn bọ ẹ̀fọ́ lórí iná, ṣe mọ̀ pé ẹ̀fọ́ inú ọjà ló ti wá, oríṣiríṣi ọwọ́ ló sì ti kan ẹ̀fọ́, oríṣiríṣi omi náà ti wọ́n sí i. Ṣé téèyàn bá fẹ́ gẹ̀ẹ́tì àwọn èròjà inú ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn, ṣé kéèyàn bọ̀ lórí iná ni ó dáa jù ni, àbí kéèyàn ṣàn kó wá domi ń gbóná sí i kó wá gbé kalẹ̀ náà fún ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ ló dáa ni, àbí kéèyàn kàn ṣàn lásán kó sì dá lórí iná ló dáa?
As a matter of fact tó bá possible gan a fẹ́ kéèyàn jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ tá a bá ti fọ́ nù kó jẹ́ direct ni.
Sọ pé sà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀fọ́ tó bá possible tá a fọ́ tá a sì fọ́ kódà tá a bá gẹ́gẹ́ kí mo láti fi fífọ̀ kan tá a bá ti ra ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn tá a kọ́kọ́ fi omi iyọ̀ tá a fi fọ́ nù. Ìdí tá a fi fọ́ nù ni pé a fẹ́ ṣọ́ gbogbo ìdọ̀tí ara ẹ̀ nù. Ìdí tá a fi wá lo omi iyọ̀ ni pé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá dàbí kòkòrò tó bá wà ńbẹ̀ omi iyọ̀ á fa omi kúrò nínú wọn tó fi máa pa wọ́n dànù. Ìyẹn ìgbésẹ̀ kìíní. I prefer kí ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn fresh òun ní táìlì omi wa ló bá ń jẹ fruit salad inú wa máa ń dùn sí torí pé ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn ṣì wà preserved, the entire integrity ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn ṣì wà preserved. Ìyẹn ìgbésẹ̀ kìíní. Tá a bá rí i pé ìyẹn fẹ́ nira a lè fi omi gbóná bọ̀ tí ìdí mo fi ní pé tí ò ní pé tá a bá ti wá lọ sè é tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bọ̀ tó ń jiná lọ tó ń sè á ti pa gbogbo èròjà tá a fẹ́ jẹ inú ẹ̀ gan dànù.
Ẹni pé a gbọ́dọ̀ bọ ẹ̀fọ́ lórí iná bá fẹ́ fi dáná.
Tẹ́ bá rí tóyìnbó bá fẹ́ sí ẹ̀fọ́ tó bá fẹ́ ṣe tó bá ti fẹ́ dáná tán á kọ̀ra gbé ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn á wọn sórí ọbẹ̀ yẹn àbí orí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sè yẹn á bò mọ́lẹ̀ kó kọ̀ steam lásán ni kò èpo sí ó kàn fi steam ẹ̀ lásán ni kó heat ẹ̀ up ẹni kòkòrò tó bá wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kó pa ó parí bọ̀ pé kó ṣe yẹn rárá. Tó bá ti sè é tá a bá ti lè gbé ẹ̀fọ́ kaná tá a sè é àti pa majority nǹkan tó ń ṣara lóge inú ẹ̀dànù nìyẹn. Wọn là fi ṣe ń ṣe ẹ̀fọ́ a máa ń steam ẹ̀ ni kódà gan ẹ bá notice àwọn dietitians tó bá fẹ́ plan oúnjẹ fún yàn wá ní tó bá ti ṣe rice ẹ̀ tán tó bá ti ra ẹ̀fọ́ ṣọ́nù kó wá spread ẹ̀ sórí rice ẹ̀ tó bá ń bọ̀ tó bá ti fẹ́ jiná tán kó ra bu díẹ̀ sórí ẹ̀ kó jẹ́ kó steam bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ kéèyàn rí èròjà yẹn jẹ directly lòun la fi ní ẹ̀fọ́ táyé ń ṣe ẹ̀fọ́ nìyẹn. So a bá ti fi omi iyọ̀ ṣọ́nù dáadáa tá a fọ́nù tó mọ́ kára tó sórí oúnjẹ yẹn kó steam mọ́ra díẹ̀ àdẹ̀jẹ́ ìyẹn ní ẹ̀fọ́. àbá tún mẹ́fọ́ kúrò àwọn èso tó bá wà èmi ni mango tẹ́ bá wo mango náà ẹ̀ rí oríṣiríṣi wáyà bíi wáyà nú ẹ̀ tá a bá jẹ mango depend on the type of mango tá a bá jẹ òun náà ní fibre nú tó pọ̀ dáadáa ìyẹn tún help wa èmi ni ọsàn èmi ni mango èmi ni cashew gbogbo èso tó bá wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ àgbègbè wa tọ́lọ̀ ti fi dá wa nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ní fibre nú ìyẹn ìkíní. Now secondly tá a bá tẹ̀lé òkè nígbà tí mi ò ṣe wúrẹ́ mo ìfẹ́ máa jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ mi ò fẹ́ máa jẹ èso káàkiri àwọn míì wà tá a tún lè jẹ ìkànnú ẹ̀ èmi ráìsì ìbílẹ̀ wa ẹ̀rí pé mo dárúkọ ìbílẹ̀ tiwa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yes rice tó yẹ pé ó wà locally made tá a fi processing bá gbogbo ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́.
àwọn ìsọ̀rí ráìsì wo nìyẹn?
ráìsì ìgbìmọ̀ ráìsì èkìtì ráìsì ọ̀ṣun ráìsì tàbáṣe lágbègbè wa kódà gan tó bá lówó ọ̀fadà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni torí òun náà mo mọ̀ sí ìbílẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí n máa bèèrè pé kí là ń pè kí lẹ̀ mí ìbá ráìsì ìbílẹ̀.
àwọn ráìsì ẹ̀pà wa la tó jẹ́ pé tiwantiwa níbí láti gbìn ìdí tá a fi ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé tẹ́ dáwọn ráìsì yẹn tẹ́ bá wo ọ̀fadà ẹ rí pé taste ọ̀fadà yàtọ̀ kò sí torí ọbẹ̀ nìkan torí pé ààbò gbogbo èròjà ìdànù unlike àwọn ilé ìtàn bá a kó wá láti òkè òkun àwọn yẹn ti bo tó yẹ pé ó kàn kú ìhòòhò ráìsì yẹn nìkan òun ló kù tá à ń jẹ.
ihun tí ẹ̀ ń sọ ni pé nọ́sọ́láwálé ẹ má bínú mo mọ̀ pé àwọn aráàlú náà máa ní interest lápá ibà so the foreign rice tó ń ta bá ń pè nìyẹn so that is the general name táwọn èèyàn máa get foreign rice yẹn kò dáa tó àwọn local rice.
àtọ́ kò dáa tó torí pé foreign rice ìkíní wọ́n ti bó gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kó tún ṣe wá lóore wọ́n ti bó kúrò kódà tẹ́ bá lọ wo nylon tó wọ́n fi páàkì ẹ̀ gbọ́ wọ́n pè wọ́n á ní polished rice meaning pé àwọn ti bó àwọn yọ gbogbo èpo ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ kúrò pátápátá àwọn wá.
parboiled rice sí lára àbí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀rí wọ́n máa kọ síbẹ̀.
parboiled bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa kọ sí.
ṣàṣà ni foreign rice tẹ́ máa rà tán ní sọ fún yín pé polished rice torí pé tán bá ti bó gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ tán kò ní fáìnì lójú ẹ̀rí pé kò ní tẹ́ bá wo ọ̀fadà kì í dán lójú bọ́ tẹ́ bá wo foreign rice àtọkọ́ ló tún máa pè yín máa bọ̀ gbé mi rà mí ó ń dán wọ́n ti polish wọ́n ti fi machine bo ara ẹ̀ tó fi dán ó dàbí pé tí o bá gbé mọ́tò lọ sọ́dọ̀ panelbita ni wọ́n máa bá kọ́ fi panelbita kọ́kọ́ ṣe gbogbo ilé ìtàn máa kọ́ ṣe kò ní fine but wọ́n máa bá san paper ẹ̀ tán tọ́ra bá yín fi gbé ọ̀dà lé lórí àwa máa dán látọ̀kan ẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ ọmọ yìí iṣẹ́ mọ́tò yìí àrùn tó ṣiṣẹ́ yìí òṣìṣẹ́ pé wọ́n ti polish ẹ̀ nìyẹn the same thing ní foreign rice but local rice tiwa tó bá ti wọ́n ti mọ tó yẹ process ẹ̀ débi pé ọ̀ ní bó gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ara ẹ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe wá lóge wọn ní yọ kúrò ńbẹ̀ so ìyẹn la ní káwọn èèyàn wa máa jẹ tó bá possible kọ́ rà á kọ́ máa jẹ outside ìyẹn náà àwọn oúnjẹ míì náà wà ó táwọn tó tún da náà fún ọ̀nà fún nílẹ̀ haúsá ó ní kinní kan tá à ń pè ní acha mi ò mọ̀ bí wà láyé apá òyìnbó ẹ̀ fóníò ó dàbí seed kéékèèké báyìí ni ó dá lára ó náà dàbí kí náà ń pè jéró àmọ́ kí ní tó ń pè jéró náà kò nǹkan fúnra ẹ̀ náà òun náà tún da fún wa náà láti jẹ sọ́nà fún wa èmi ni jéró èmi ni ọkà bàbà guinea corn ìyẹn náà ní nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún wa then àgbàdo tó common tẹ́lẹ̀ pé gbogbo wa là ń jẹ àmọ́ ẹ sáré fún lágbàdo kí n jẹ díẹ̀ ìyẹn náà dá lára torí òun náà contain fibre not just fibre òun náà tún ní àwọn rich trace minerals tí mo dárúkọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan magnesium ní zinc ní ó wà nú ẹ̀ ìyẹn náà wà lára ẹ̀ then eléyìí tó tún wá ṣe òun là ń pè ní yogurt ó yàtọ̀ sí ice cream yogurt tó yẹ pé direct ni láti ara tán fún kúrò lára màálù tán ti treat tán ti ṣe dáadáa wọ́n ti ní owó ìtàn fi pasteurize tó yẹ pé ó ti clean ó ti ìyẹn là ń pè ní yogurt da bàjẹ́ ìdí ni pé ẹ mọ̀ pé yogurt tá a bá filẹ̀ tó pẹ́ ó máa ferment ni pé ó dàbí kí a bá lọ tó bá lọ dá ẹmu sí i tán bá gbé ẹmu lẹ̀ fún bí ọjọ́ kan taste ẹ̀ ti máa yàtọ̀ ṣe rí fermentation process yẹn inú fún wa láìkẹ̀ bàjẹ́ so ẹni tó bá ti ra yogurt tó mu yogurt kò kàn lọ náwó lásán ó ń tún ìfun ẹ̀ ṣe ni ó ń fún àwọn ìfun ẹ̀ ní èròjà tí ìfun ẹ̀ need ṣùgbọ́n tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ yogurt tán ti treat dáadáa kó má di pé a lọ ra yogurt a lọ kó.
mo fẹ́ béèrè bọ́ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ land ni wípé tẹ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yogurt yìí ṣé àwọn yogurt tó máa ń dùn mìsìnmìsìn lẹ́nu ni àbí àwọn sweetened yogurt ni ohun tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ni ṣùgbọ́n dẹ̀pẹ́ ti ń dáhùn.
ok mọ̀ pé mo fi ló jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ṣe clarification pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni yogurt ọ̀tọ̀ ni ice cream ọmọdé ṣe ọmọdé mi ice cream ọ̀tọ̀ ni ice cream àmọye nǹkan tó ń mix pọ̀ mọ́ ṣúgà tó ń ra yí mọ́ra tó ń fi sínú freezer tó block ìyẹn ice cream but yogurt àgbà directly látara màálù ni tó ń ṣe wá undergo treatment kódà wọ́n boil ẹ̀ níbi kan wọ́n boil ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe oríṣiríṣi sí tó yẹ pé wọ́n fi pa gbogbo kòkòrò tó wà nínú inú ẹ̀ torí pé ó possible gbà míì pé màálù tó ń gbà lára ẹ̀ òun gan ní àwọn àìsàn míì bíi tuberculosis so wọ́n ti treat ẹ̀ tán wọ́n lè wá fi ṣúgà díẹ̀ sí ó wá depend lórí taste tẹ́ni ẹ bá ń wá àwọn kan wà tán fi ṣúgà sí àwọn kan wà tán fi ṣúgà sí ṣùgbọ́n yogurt yẹn òun milk direct from màálù tán ti process ní òun wá sọ pé ó gbúdọ̀ jẹ́ milk tán ti process tán ti pasteurize torí process tán fi treat ẹ̀ yẹn pasteurization ni wọ́n ti ra treat ẹ̀ dáadáa so that kò ní ní àwọn kòkòrò tó lè ṣe wá níjàmbá àwọn yogurt yẹn ni a fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wa máa mu àwọn yẹn ló ń ṣe ara lóge dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Adna Salawale ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ àwọn aráalé ò láǹfààní àti ìbéèrè tó mọ̀ pé this topic ó máa make concern lára àwọn aráalé púpọ̀ wọ́n sì máa nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti béèrè ìbéèrè kan àbí méjì ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá mú eléyìí kí n lọ sọ ẹ̀ka ti Universal Health Coverage Day 2025 tá a bá wò á rí i pé àkórí tọdún yìí òun náà ni wọ́n pè ní devastating human impact of unaffordable health costs òun náà ni pé àwọn ìpèníjà tí ó lágbára jù nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn owó ètò ìlera tí ó máa ń pọ̀ lápọ̀jù ẹ jẹ́ ká wo lọ́sọ̀rọ̀ ká wáyà síbẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ẹ̀ka ètò ìlera kí ni ẹ lérò pé ìjọba lè ṣe tàbí ẹgbẹ́ tó mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yà nurse ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ association àwọn doctors ní wípé the cost of àwọn health tó ṣe kókó ètò ìlera tó ṣe pàtàkì bíi à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa breast cancer the screening of the breast náà Salawale ló ń ṣe ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ sá so tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pap smear àbí kí la máa ń pè é tí ojú ara obìnrin yìí pap smear ẹ rí i pé iye tí wọ́n ń ṣe kì í ṣòwò kékeré a sì gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣe lóòrèkóòrè so the prevention of all these things is through kéèyàn máa lọ fún health check all the time but the cost of this health check kò lè jẹ́ kí àwọn aráàlú ní access sí affordable health tó péye kí ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ.
well ẹ ṣe òun náà ni ìjọba àpapọ̀ àgbáyé tó à ń pè WHO fi ya ọjọ́ yìí sí ọ̀tọ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ kò ṣe Nàìjíríà gan nìkan but ti wá pọ̀ ju àwọn yòókù lọ mo fẹ́ lè fi gbogbo ara pọ̀ yẹn pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kí ètò ìlera wà nílẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé káwọn èèyàn lè sanwó ẹ̀ kán lè ra access sí a máa ń pè é ní accessibility and availability ó wà nílẹ̀ bọ̀ ṣáwọn èèyàn lè rí access sí ọ̀tọ̀ ni kí ló dẹ̀ fà á ìdí especially fún àwa táwa Nàìjíríà ni pé irú ìjọba táwa ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà capitalism ni kí ni mo mean by capitalism kówó ti pé kẹmáṣòwò short òun ni orí ìjọba tá à ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà ó dẹ̀ affect gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà títí kan ètò ìlera now àwọn ìlú míì tán ti ṣe capitalism ó láwọn ọgbọ́n tán tún dá sí ó ní kan tán pè ní subsidy kò ṣe lè tán ìjọba sọ fún wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ epo subsidy meaning pé wọ́n subsidize ètò ìlera fún àwọn èèyàn wọn tẹ́ bá lọ US tẹ́ bá lọ UK wọ́n ní àwọn subsidy program for instance UK báyìí mo lè sọ dáadáa UK wọ́n ní NHS program ìyẹn ó mì pé National Health Service tó yẹ pé ó ń provide close to 70% gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ lò fún àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n fún wọn ní ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ bá orí fọ́ mi ẹ lọ hospital wọ́n á tọ́jú yín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ìyẹn wà now ní US ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ rí bí ọ̀fẹ́ pátápátá but àwọn ní àwọn nǹkan tó ń pè ní Medicaid and Medicare meaning pé àwọn yẹn ń provide bí support eléyìí táwa pè ní NHS àbí NHIA ń sìn àwọn ń lò but wíwèé táwọn fi wá ṣe ni pé tẹ bá ti ní NHIS tí wọ́n yẹn tí mo pè ní Medicaid àbí Medicare ìyẹn máa fún yín ní very very subsidized cost tẹ máa san kódà gan gbàgbé ẹ lè má san tó 5%.
kí n wá wò bá NHIS tẹ́ ń sọ yìí it's about orí ń fọ́ mi mo wà lábẹ́ NHIS orí wa ń fọ́ mi mo wá lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn àbí that is the cure but what can the government do for the prevention because most of àwọn adójútòfò ètò ìlera ta ní Nàìjíríà gbogbo focus wọn is about the cure. Ṣé ó gbọ́dọ̀ wọlé sí wa láàgọ́ ara ká tó cure ẹ̀ ni? Kí ni ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ pè kalẹ̀ lórí prevention? Okay, ẹ̀yin obìnrin o, ẹ lọ máa ṣe breast cancer test yín níbi báyìí pẹ̀lú owó báyìí. And people don't okay 2,000 ni o, ẹ máa lọ ṣe lọ́dọọdún àbí okay pap smear, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ẹ máa lọ yẹ ẹ̀gì yín wò to prevent ká wá fi kún the cure.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, I agree with you totally, but ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ló jẹ́ kí ní irú system wo la kọ́kọ́ run ní Nàìjíríà náà, wọn ló jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀ torí pé nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ fi prevent yẹn gan wọ́n máa rà ní. For instance ṣe ká sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n tẹ̀ mú eléyìí tó common tá a máa sábà ṣe ultrasound. Obìnrin kan ikùn ń dùn agẹ́kàtẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ wò á ní kó lọ sáré ṣe ultrasound tá a ní kó lọ ṣe yẹn àmọ́ nǹkan tó máa rà kan tó lè bá ṣe. Now process tó fi lọ ra nǹkan yẹn gbogbo yẹn ìwọ kìíní yẹn ti wọ́n ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ fi tó bá fowó ẹ̀ ra nǹkan tó wọ́n kò sígbà náà tó ní charge tó máa wọ́n ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí ò wọ́n kódà nígbà kan gan pap smear ọ̀fẹ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ní Nàìjíríà láàrin ìgbà kan ọ̀fẹ́ ni TB test ọ̀fẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ but nígbà tó bá di pé ìjọba ti wò pé tá a bá ń kówó sí health gan kówó jáde mi ò mọ̀ tẹ́ bá gẹ̀ẹ́tì kan tí mò ń sọ mí nì pé ìjọba ń wò pé ó bẹ́tà kí n lọ kówó sí ọ̀rọ̀ epo tí máa kówó sọ̀rọ̀ tí máa ná 1 billion sí Ministry of Petroleum sí mo mọ̀ pé màá gba 10 billion jáde nínú ẹ̀ ìyẹn níjọba ń wò òun dẹ̀ ló ń kó bá wa gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ ká fi ṣe preventive measures first of all Ruta yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí rédíò sí ó wà lára nǹkan tó yẹ kí ìjọba fúnra ẹ̀ gan kó sponsor tó kí ẹ̀yin elétò ìlera ní kẹ́ lọ treat àwọn èèyàn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ lọ fún wọn láwọn ìmọ̀ràn tí wọ́n á lè jẹ́ kí ìlera wọn kó ṣe dáadáa tí wọ́n á lè fi tọ́jú ara wọn airtime là ń lò yìí orí rédíò láti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ̀yin náà sanwó fún NBC àbí one of those regulatory agencies ó yẹ kí ìjọba wa wò pé ókè fúnru program yìí o ọ̀fẹ́ ni fún yín àbí àtẹ̀tún máa fún yín lówó tẹ́ fi máa rán ní diesel fún period yẹn ibi tó ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn ìkíní then ìkejì pé ókè a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ibi tó common jù yẹn ni a máa ń pè yẹn ní primary prevention secondary prevention ni pé in case téèyàn kan bá suspect pé èèyàn kan ti ní kí lọ ìjọba lè ṣe ibẹ̀ lọ àwọn screening centers ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi tá à ń pè ní diagnostic centers pé èèyàn lè lọ kó lọ screen ẹ̀yin obìnrin tẹ́ bá ti pé 18 ẹ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe pap smear o kódà ẹ ká máa bá yín check fún possibility of cervical cancer ká bá yín ṣe mammograph ká lè bá yín screen fún breast cancer gbogbo kíní ó yẹ kí ìjọba lè ṣe sílẹ̀ káwọn èèyàn wá lè wọlé kán bá wọn screen ẹ̀ kó kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ tán bá ti screen ẹni yìí free ó yá máa lọ tó yẹ pé kò ní di wàhálà láti sanwó ìyẹn wà ní di bùkátà sáwọn èèyàn wa lọ́rùn ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba wọ́n ń gbìyànjú lọ́dọ̀ wọn but ìgbìyànjú wọn ò tó torí pé at the end of the day àwọn èèyàn láti ná owó látàpọ̀ ara wọn wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti bẹ̀ sí ná ọjọ́ tó ń ṣe 1,000 tó bá pẹ́ wọ́n á gbé lọ 2,000 tó bá pẹ́ á di 5,000 tó yẹ lọ sókè nìyẹn so àwọn ìlú míì nǹkan táwọn ṣe nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn screening bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti ṣe tó yẹ pé ibi tó bá ti wà totally free ó máa wà under a rate tó máa wà affordable ìyẹn second level then the third level pé ẹni tá a bá rí tó tẹ̀sí wá ní kí ni nǹkan tá a lè ṣe fún láti help ru ẹni yẹn treatment modality ìyẹn lè má wà totally free bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí ìbò nílò òyìnbó treatment fún àwọn àìsàn kan ò free ẹ lọ US treatment cancer ò free bone surgery ò free but wọ́n ti ṣe ní ìpele tó yẹ pé kò ní wọ ẹni yẹn lára wọ́n lè bá pin tó lè san for the next 10 years bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyẹn náà ṣeé ṣe ẹni tó ní bíìlì ẹ̀ sì gbé 300,000 tó ní òkè máa san fún ọdún mẹ́wàá kẹ́ tó mọ̀ ó máa san tán but Nàìjíríà tó bá ti ní bíìlì 300,000 ó gbọ́dọ̀ san lálẹ́ ẹ̀ka tó discharge ẹni ibi tí ìyàtọ̀ ti wọ̀ nìyẹn so àmúyẹ nǹkan tí ìjọba sì lè ṣe but a gbọ́dọ̀ change orientation ìjọba wa pé lóòótọ́ okòwò pé lẹ́fẹ́ ṣe but àwọn èèyàn tó bá wà láyé ló ń san owó tó máa di pé kówó yẹn pé a gbọ́dọ̀ ní nǹkan tá à ń pè ní socialist plan tá a cover fún everybody lóòótọ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ń gbìyànjú ẹgbẹ́ àwa nọ́ọ̀sìsì ẹgbẹ́ àwọn doctor pharmacist lọ́dọọdún náà là ń ṣe a máa ń ṣe nǹkan tá à ń pè lá awareness kódà nígbà bí a máa lọ ṣe screening ọ̀fẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn lọ́dún yìí báyìí a ṣe screening ọ̀fẹ́ fáwọn èèyàn ní both Kwara lọ́sùn gbogbo ẹ̀ láti ṣe tá a ṣe international nurses week a ṣe but mélòó nìyẹn fẹ́ ká níbi tí ìjọba wà so ìyẹn náà láfi àwọn náà for opportunity náà rọ̀ ìjọba wa lọ́rùn pé kọ́ jẹ́ ká wo ọgbọ́n tá a fi lè subsidize health kò ń ṣe petrol nìkan ni ká subsidize ẹni tó wà láyé tó wà lálàáfíà ló ń wa mọ́tò tó lọ ra epo filling station ẹni tó wà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì lọ́sítítù ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ bá dárúkọ petrol létí ẹ̀ kò ní gbọ́ o kọ́ lọ́ọ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ni. Voilà.
ọjọ́ Friday ní Universal Health Day Coverage 2025 so àwọn nǹkan wo ni alẹ́ òpó yẹ kí ìjọba tún ṣe lẹ́ka ètò ìlera níbi tí mò ń sọ ni pé the prevention okay a fẹ́ ṣe kidney scan a fẹ́ ṣe liver scan a fẹ́ ṣe àwọn kan wọ̀nyí kì í ṣe owó kékeré even tó fi jẹ́ breast cancer scan lásán pé ẹ bá mi yẹ̀ wò wọ́n sì ní tó bá ti dé ìpele ọjọ́ orí kan ọdọọdún ló yẹ ká máa yẹ ọmú wa wò kíní spam ìyẹn ọdún mélòó kan ló yẹ ká máa yẹ̀ wò àwọn nǹkan báyìí wọ́n ní iye àwọn nǹkan wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n ti níye ìgbà tí àwọn elétò ìlera filẹ̀ pé ká máa yẹ̀ wọ́n wò láàgọ́ ara wa kí ni ìjọba lè ṣe láti subsidize irú àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó ṣe pé èèyàn ó lè wọ ilé ìwòsàn láti lọ́ọ́ máa yẹ ara ẹ̀ wò lásìkò tó yẹ kó yẹ ara ẹ̀ wò that is the prevention aspect of the health then aṣèwà sọ nípa the cure aspect fáwọn tí wọ́n bá ti nírú àǹkọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ then lórí nǹkan tá à ń sọ lórí ètò ní òwúrọ̀ tòní gut health wa ìfún wa ìṣètọ́jú ẹ̀ láti ẹnu wa ló ti wá ihun tá a bá ń jẹ sẹ́nu ẹ sì ti gbọ́ àwọn nǹkan tí àlejò wa là kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún wa lórí àwọn nǹkan tá a gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ dáadáa eléyìí kì í ṣe pé wọ́n ọsàn 100 naira ló ń tà tẹ́ bá lè ná ọsàn bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe máa ń rà nìyẹn mẹ́ta 250 èyí tó yẹ kí mẹ́ta jẹ́ 500 kí mẹ́ta jẹ́ 300 mẹ́ta 250 òun ni tẹ bá ti ná dáadáa mi ìmàdúgbò tẹ̀yìn gbé mi mọ̀ bóyá ń gbà á bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dé kọ́dọ̀ àwọn àbókí yẹn àwọn haúsá yẹn lẹ ti rà bí ò tí ra haúsá tí ò gba mẹ́ta 250 lọ́wọ́ tèmi rí ní ṣe máa ń rà nù so how much is ọsàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá sì rò ní 1000 ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ wà nínú ilé mẹ́rin àbí ẹ ti mọ̀ pé 1000 bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn oní 500 jẹ́ mẹ́fà 1000 jẹ́ méjìlá ẹ̀yin mẹ́rin lẹ wà nílé ó mì pé ọsàn méjìlá yẹn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta lẹ́ẹ̀ fi mú ọsàn kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan lójúmọ́ kan ìyẹn tẹ́ bá pé mẹ́rin bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá pé mẹ́rin ọsàn méjìlá tó ní ilé so ò ti mọ̀ pé mú bí ọjọ́ márùn-ún ẹlòmíì lè mú fọ́sẹ̀ kan depending on iye tẹ́ bá pò nìkan wá ni ọsàn méjìlá ọjọ́ méjìlá 1000 naira for 12 days fún ìtọ́jú ara ẹ̀ ṣó kéré jù ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe kí ni ká mú lọ́kùnkúndùn láti máa jẹ èso tó bá ebi gan kúndùn èso ẹ jẹ́ má jẹ́ parọ́ fún yín kì í sọ̀rọ̀ kékeré ìkúndùn rẹ̀ àmọ́ ńgbà mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣètò yìí mo ti pé túláàsì ni torí pé ìlera mi ẹnu mi ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká mú un lò èyí tí ò bá wá yé wa wọ́n ní ká máa mú kinní kan wọ́n ló dá ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ dókítà yín torí health ti yín ó lè má gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ because not of natural èèyàn kan pè ńgbà kan ó ní ká máa sọ nípa àwọn natural remedies a lè sọ ṣùgbọ́n what if tí bá sọ pé òkè ẹ máa mu ginger láràárọ̀ kí ìlera tí yín sì má gbà ginger bí n bá ní ẹ̀dá ẹ máa mu lemon water kẹ́yìn sí ìlera yín sì má gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ tàbí kẹ́ ẹ lọ ṣì í mu kẹ má tẹ̀lé ìlànà tó fi yẹ mú ìdí ìrètí mi ò lè gbé tó pé àwọn nǹkan báyìí ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ dókítà ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ so ọ̀fẹ́ nìyí ń bá dé ìyìn tí ìròpọ̀ dókítà sọ pé tọ̀ ẹ má mèso o torí kinní kan àfi téèyàn bá ní health issue tó sì jẹ́ pé dókítà ti sọ fún pé tọ̀ ìlera yín nǹkan báyìí but tí ẹ bá ti ní health issue kan kí lè so ti jẹ́ ẹ máa jẹ́ lọ́nà ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣojú òpólẹ̀ fẹ́yìn àdìjọ fẹ́yìn àrẹ́lẹ́ láti pè wọlé hello ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ káàárọ̀ mà.
ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́.
Dr. Láre Òkìkí exponent láti Ìgbàkúrè ló pè mo kí atọ́kùn àti ọ̀gá wa tó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn statement kan sọ nípa bí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ó ti subsidize health ṣe pé kálukú lè máa gba ìwòsàn ní ọ̀fẹ́ torí gbogbo èèyàn kọ́ ló lówó lọ́wọ́ àtàyẹ̀wò ara tí ó gbẹ tó dẹ̀ rọ̀ mọ́ ìlera ó ní ìdìrànlọ́wọ́ ọmọ abájúkọ̀ yìí bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ń gbìyànjú náà torí Kwara kí àgbègbè náà láti rí ọ̀kan yìí tó ń jọ ọ̀kan bá ìdọ́bù effort wọn torí bí ètò ìlera bí ó ṣe wà dáadáa ti kejì program yìí mo fẹ́ pé kó jẹ́ continuous pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ayáta mi àbẹ́mọ̀ gbọ́n wa náà ni torí àwọn mi ò gbọ́ rédíò báyìí so kó fi lè spread dé bí ó yẹ kí ó spread dé ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́ Dr. Láre Òkìkí exponent láti ta pé.
Dr. Láre Òkìkí ìtẹ́mi ó tún wá fi kún fọ́dún tó ń bọ̀ ní.
Things in Japan you wish existed in your country. First,
dókítà elétò ìlera wa á nílò ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wọn lórí ètò yìí àwọn dókítà àwọn specialist doctors that's exactly what I mean àwọn specialist doctors akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ lẹ́ka ètò ìlera a nílò ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ wọn lórí ètò yìí because this is a call for the community service fún ojúṣe gbogbo wa sí aráàlú ilé ìtọ́lọ́hún sì fẹ́ràn jùlọ láti fi ohun tá a ní ká fi ran àwọn kan lọ́wọ́ lórí ètò yìí ẹ lóò ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́.
ẹ̀sùn àgbẹ̀ràsí ló ń pè láti Ìlọrin.
all right sir.
ẹ̀rí mo kí àbátẹ̀ gbé wá yìí kódà sí nǹkan mi bá tún wà lẹ́yìn kéèyàn pè wọ́n lákọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ ni wọ́n a sì rí èrè tó pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jù sí wọn kódà wọ́n fún ní dájú rẹ̀ ti béèrè lọ. ẹ̀rí tẹ́mi kàn rí àwọn aráàlú èmi kan fẹ́ sọ fún lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìlànà tá a fi ń ṣèjọba lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera kò lè wálẹ̀ ìlànà tó fi lè wálẹ̀ ni pé àfikà máa dìbò fáwọn tó bá ti wà lórí ipò tí ò ní lọ́mọ gba ìwòsàn nílùú èbó mọ́ lẹ́yìn èyí ìlú ìtì kódà tí nǹkan bá tún wà lẹ́yìn capitalist ẹ bá kóyàn mẹ́wàá jọ ní ìsìn báyìí èèyàn 9 àtààbọ̀ ló jẹ́ wípé private hospital ló ń lọ because wọn à náwó síbẹ̀ so ara wọn lèmi ó kàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ láì ṣe yẹn wọn à lè ṣe gbogbo tí wọ́n ń sọ yìí ní ìsìn báyìí mo ní àǹfààní nígbà tèmi ṣiṣẹ́ níbi ilé iṣẹ́ òyìnbó kan wọ́n máa ń try kí àrùn àbáàrẹ̀ ò mọ̀ múyàn ju pé kó múyàn kẹ́ lọ́mọ tọ́jú ẹ̀ lọ ní tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe níkà rọ àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà lórí ìjọba kí wọ́n jọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera kì í ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ máa fi ṣòwò àwọn nǹkan tó sì ń pa àwọn èèyàn yàtọ̀ tó ń ṣe àwọn èèyàn ní kinní wọ̀nyí ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ń dá lẹ́lẹ̀ kí wọ́n bá mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera ẹ̀kú ètò.
ṣe àdúpẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká túbọ̀ ń ti ẹlòmíì náà yóò wí ṣùgbọ́n ṣáájú ìyàn ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ṣe báyìí à ń padà bọ̀ lórí ètò láìpẹ́.
nígbà tó o bá ń sùn lọ́wọ́ ara ríro ó kàn jàǹgbọ̀n lọ́wọ́ sẹ́ńpẹ́ ó kàn jàǹgbọ̀n jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ níṣẹ́ rẹ̀ kò mú nira lọ́wọ́ rárá ẹ̀fọ́rí ìrora wà gbígbà ó sẹ́ńpẹ́ ọkọ̀ yín ti dé.
pírí lolongo jí ẹ̀kìrì jígbọ́nra tàná dànù sẹ́ńpẹ́ night lẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ tó wá kẹ́fìn ìrora tó lè fa ìrorun sùn bó ṣe ń fẹ́ tó o bá wojú aago tó rí pé ó ku ìṣẹ́jú 15 tó o fẹ́ sùn gbé sẹ́ńpẹ́ night hóró méjì lura wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ni sẹ́ńpẹ́ yóò máa ṣiṣẹ́ lágọ̀ọ́ ara rẹ nígbà tó o bá ń sùn lọ́wọ́ tí ìlera pípé yóò sì jẹ́ tiẹ̀ tó o bá ti jí láì látàtì sẹ́ńpẹ́ night jẹ́jẹ́ kulẹ̀ níṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lágọ̀ọ́ ara rẹ̀ lójú oorun kébé ni fún ẹ láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ tuyi pharmaceutical industries limited àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe é gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi ká pò oògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe é bára rẹ̀ ò bá ṣe wéré lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kẹta kàn sí dókítà rẹ̀ Sempin Night.
ẹ̀fọ́rí ìrora wà gbígbà ó sẹ́ńpẹ́ ọkọ̀ yín ti dé.
Hello there. Looking for fun, laughter, entertainment, dance, trend, want to mingle or connect, some relaxation, and many more? Search no further. Diamond Amusement Park, located at Plot 2 New Yidi Road, Ilori, is where you get those. We've got pendulum, carousels, rocket launcher, roller coaster, Oculus Quest, swimming pool, table tennis, bumper car, swing, seesaw, horse merry-go-round, slides, lawn tennis, video games PS4, piggy cart, to mention few. Feel the adrenaline rush as I list our games. Want to celebrate your child's birthday, graduation, reunion, get together, or want to surprise your friend, partner, or family? Come visit Diamond Amusement Park today and you'll be glad you did. Refreshment is available at affordable rate. Gate fee is 500 naira. For further inquiry, call 080-2677-3152 or visit Plot 2 New Yidi Road, Ilori. Diamond Amusement Park, truly home of unlimited fun.
kábọ̀ padà sórí ètò ẹ bá wa dá sí 09136556952 hello ẹ káàárọ̀.
àtúmọ̀ mi wàá dàgbà o gómìnà lájọ rìn nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ọmọlúàbí ni wípé gbogbo èsì yìí mo ti bèlè kan lórí rédíò kan pé àrùn ojú ó ti wá pọ̀jù sí èyí ojú oògùn kí a wá ń lò mo bẹ̀ yín máa mi ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sán bẹ̀rẹ̀ bá sọ fún ìjọba oògùn yẹn ò ṣiṣẹ́ bí tẹ̀yìn mọ́ ẹ̀jú kọ́ bá sọ fún àfáfásì sọ àtọ́gbò oògùn kò ṣiṣẹ́ bí tẹ̀yìn mọ́ èyí tá a rà ní 1000 ìsá 4000 ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ó túbọ̀ kó bá wa ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá bẹ̀ wọ́n oògùn ò ṣiṣẹ́ bí tẹ̀yìn mọ́ rock akọ̀lù ká lọ sọ́fìtù ká lọ ṣùgbọ́n ìṣàwó tó kò bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ kí la ó ṣe ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá sọ fún ó ṣe pàtàkì. It's a huge detail.
Ẹ̀ǹgbà tí ò ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe ẹ padà sọ fún dókítà yín.
Kó má dà yín pé à ń tà fún dókítà ni. Kó má sọ pé kì í ṣe òun ló ń ṣoògùn. Ẹ̀yin lè lè láti wà. Jábá ní right láti lọ ní kì í sábà jump unnecessarily.
gbẹgbẹ yẹn mo sábà wájọ dáadáa ni náà tó bá lè béèrè ayé lọ béèrè kò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ kò tó bá lè béèrè lọ́dọ̀ tó wà lè béèrè kò lè tó yẹn.
ó dà ẹ ṣe àdúpẹ́ Mr. Godwin kò sẹ́ni tí ò ti fìgbà kan ní àìlera kan àbí mi ó kọ́ lè kéré tógùn bá ṣiṣẹ́ àmọ̀ràn ní pé sọ fún dókítà yín probably fún àpẹẹrẹ téèyàn bá sí ọbẹ̀ tí ó bá fi magí ẹyọ kan sí tọ́bẹ̀ yẹn ò bá dùn dáadáa wọn ò ní kéèyàn fi míì sí láti fi jẹ́ kó dùn tí ó bá jẹ́ wípé èròjà tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín nínú oògùn tó fún yín yẹn kò ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ kó ṣiṣẹ́ dókítà ó tún kọ́ mi kódà eléyìí ní agbára ju ìta àkọ́kọ́ ní ẹ̀ra yẹn lọ ẹ tún lọ rẹ eléyìí that is how I understand that the doctors operate wọ́n lè kọ́kọ́ ní kẹ́ lọ ra ìtí agbára ẹ̀ ò pọ̀ kan wo bí ó ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ sí tẹ bá dẹ̀ notice wọ́n máa sọ pé tó bá ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí ẹ jẹ́ ká ẹ padà wá kẹ́ wá sọ fún wa because wọ́n mọ èròjà tó wà nínú nǹkan tó kọ́kọ́ fún yín yẹn gbókè àwọn tó fi ní ẹ padà wá yẹn túmọ̀ sí pé tí èròjà yìí ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe fún yín àwọn á lè tún yín lọ́wọ́ sókè díẹ̀ sí pé yá ẹ̀ tún lọ rí eléyìí so they know better so àwọn náà lè padà lọ bá hello ta ló wà ńbẹ̀.
hello ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
Alhaji Atagbe sọ̀rọ̀.
ẹ kú jọmọ sá. ó ti rè ó rè bẹ́tẹ̀ ọ̀dà 09136556952 ní ojú òpó tí ẹ láǹfààní láti pè wọlé ìdí rèé tí àwọn doctors ṣe máa ń gbà wá níyànjú pé má torí pé èèyàn kan ti lo oògùn kan kí ìwọ náà lọ lò tó bá jẹ́ pé wéètì tèmi wọ̀n tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ notice pé àwọn doctor tó máa ti fẹ́ ṣe test ṣe kíní kan wọ́n wo ìfúnpá yín wọ́n wo gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n wo gbà ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé ìtó jẹ́ èmi kẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ́n pé ara nìyí náà ìfúnpá yìí ó lè gbé paracetamol méjì kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wá jẹ́ pé ìfúnpá yín ò gbé ju paracetamol kan lọ kẹ́ wá lọ lo méjì lọ́n fi ní ká má máa wo àgàrà àgòṣiṣẹ́ lẹ́ka oògùn má lóògùn tẹ́nìkan ń lò ilé bọ́dì tiẹ̀ ó lè gbé òdiwọ̀n oògùn tó ń lò kí bọ́dì tiẹ̀ má gbé ṣùgbọ́n kó jẹ́ nǹkan kan náà lójó ń ṣe méjèèjì so that is why they always recommend that rí dókítà kẹ̀ tó lóògùn. ẹ lóò ta ló wà ń bẹ̀ o.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ kò ojúmọ́ máa.
ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta.
ẹ ṣe máa.
mo mí sí programu yín láàárọ̀ yìí ó pẹ́ kí n tó join yín sọ́rí mà wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀nà ọ̀fun.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
àti fún ó ká mi lára. ẹ jọ mà ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọsàn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
àwọn èso wo náà tó kà ó pẹ́ kí n tó sí rédíò
ó dáa màá ràn yín létí ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n sọ pé ọsàn yẹn ẹ bá máa jẹ ẹ jẹ́ tinútinú ni epo nìkan ni kẹ́ ẹ sọnù tá a bá mu omi ọsàn wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ ní í ṣe tá a bá tún wá jẹ tinú ẹ̀ náà iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ lòun náà ń ṣe so bẹ́ẹ̀ bá máa jọ sùn mo fẹ́ sọ pé kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ tèpotèpo ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan lè ṣì mí gbọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ tèpotèpo ẹ jẹ́ tinútinú epo ẹ̀ ní kẹ́ ẹ sọnù nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ nìyẹn yogurt wọ́n dárúkọ yogurt náà lè ká máa mu yogurt kì í ṣe ice cream o yogurt ni wọ́n ní kí a máa mu ẹ lóò tá ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sáré gbé last caller ok ìyẹn ti rebete ó dá alákòókò mọ lórí ètò yẹn dákun torí Ọlọ́run ẹ̀fọ́ náà wà níbẹ̀ ká máa jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ lóòrèkóòrè tí bá ní máa kà á lọ àkókò ó lọ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn kì í ṣe kẹ́ẹ̀bọ̀n lórí iná kẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ fomi ń gbóná sí àti kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sáré kò kú òun bẹ́ẹ̀ padà kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sì jẹ́ Omídọ́lá Yínká Àjàní Adéwálé lórúkọ tèmi ó tún di ní ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ lórí àkọ́tún ètò tá a pè ní ẹ bá wa dá sí agbọ́n tí ẹ̀ka ètò ìlera ẹ jẹ́ ká máa mú un lò bí wọ́n ti ń gbà wá níyànjú bye for now.
Ribi nice àti kéwà arábà mi.
Companionship. On Diamond 88.7 FM, radio is real. At Diamond FM, we've got you.
Get ready for the ultimate rendezvous of the sharpest minds.
The ship of the Nigerian state just now has all the capacities and possibilities of birthing in a disastrous and pestilential aqua.
I'm proud of Nigeria despite the challenges. I had an American green card. I gave it up. I'm not excited about it. If I was crazy about it, I would keep my green card and eventually qualify for citizenship.
More than ever before in the history of our nation, this is the worst instability we are facing. In fact, this is worse than the Civil War. Today, there are a lot of misgiving, a lot of misinterpretations of what is happening. We cannot pretend that we are capable of confronting the situation in our hands.
And it is Hangout, where journalists gather to dissect the pulse of our world. We are not just reporters, we are the guardians of truth and justice, with our pens and mouth sharp enough to pierce through society ills for humanity and a better country. Don't miss out, because when journalists speak, the world listens. Tune in to your Shine Supreme radio station and be part of the conversation every Wednesday from 11 o'clock to 12 noon. Editors Hangout, the meeting point of journalist by journalist for humanity, society, and the country.
Good morning and you're welcome to another edition of your program Editors Hangout on your Shiny Supreme radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM, right here in Ilorin, the capital of Kwara State, Nigeria. Editors Hangout is a platform where seasoned journalists and editors converge to dissect the burning topics that dominate headlines, raise our brows, and steer national conversation. On the show, we'll be discussing some of the very interesting issues that happen nationally and some that happen sub-nationally, especially looking at what is happening in Osun State. Because last week we gave you a bit of information about the governor likely to join the Accord Party. I'm also happy to inform you that that has been confirmed. Governor Adewale has right now joined the Accord Party and he will be contesting for the next election in 2026, the gubernatorial election from the Accord Party and not the People's Democratic Party, PDP. So we'll talk about what is happening in that regard in the landscape, his chances of winning the election from the Accord Party. What are the dynamics happening with the PDP and also with the political terrain in Osun State ahead of next year's election? If you're just joining, this is Editors Hangout and my name is Adeyemi. Adewale. Joining me to discuss these critical issues lined up for today's conversation, highly respected voices and journalists within the state. I have with me Mr. Abiodun Akinwumi, is a journalist of Diamond FM, and also Mr. Akinlulu Abayomi. Together, we will be dissecting some of these issues I've mentioned earlier. Also joining us is the general manager of Diamond FM, Mr. Michael Abiodun Olanrewaju, and also Mr. Akinlulu Abayomi. The crew is complete in the studio, and like I said, we're talking about the political terrain in Osun State. I also told you that the governor have joined the Accord Party, and also we'll be looking at one of the things that is happening nationally right now, talking about Nigeria's involvement in the field coup attempt that happened in the Republic of Benin over the weekend. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the show, let's say good morning to my colleagues in the studio. Let's start from our leader in the studio, Mao. Good morning to you.
Good morning to our listeners all over the world.
Good morning, Mr. Bayomi.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Mr. Akinwumi, good morning to you.
Good morning, and it's good to be here again.
Alhaji Abayomi, good morning.
Good morning, the anchorman. Nigerians, good morning.
Good morning, Nigerians. If you're just joining, it's Editors Hangout, and you can listen to this program irrespective of your location, logging on to any of Diamond 88.7 FM's online platform via www.diamondfm.net or at Diamond 87 FM on X, formerly called Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Good morning once more, and then let's get into the details of the conversation. Let's start from what is happening nationally, and what we're looking at this morning is the involvement of Nigeria in the failed coup attempt that happened over the weekend in the Republic of Benin. Let's give you a bit of rundown of what happened from then until now. I think on Sunday we got the report where soldiers, military men, also took over the state media house in the Republic of Benin and made a pronouncement about also taking over the country. Just a few hours later on Sunday, we also got the report that the coup has been void, and right now democracy has been restored in the Republic of Benin. Later, they will get enough of insight to know that the Federal Republic of Nigeria also sent our own military and also a bit of fighter jets to assist in foiling the coup in the Republic of Benin. Now, this has seen a lot of reaction from people back home. Despite the fact that we have a lot of people from the presidency who have also come out to explain that they did their action, sent Nigerian military into the Republic of Benin due to the Save Our Soul SOS request from President Patrice Talon, the president of the Republic of Benin, to save their democracy in our neighboring country. But Nigerians have reacted in a mixed way. Some have commended the president, while some have also expressed their displeasure to what has happened over the weekend. Let's get the reaction of Mao. Good morning to you, Mao. What's your reaction to the actions of our president also sending our military troops, not just military troops, some of our air fighters also into Benin Republic?
We must say the presidency has acted in the spirit of making our foreign policy in Nigeria, making Africa to be the centerpiece of our foreign policy. This is not the first time.
So you also commended the president?
Yes, the first time was in 1964 when Nigeria was involved in restoring peace in Tanzania. The second was when there was that of Sao Tome and Principe, when President Obasanjo in 2003 restored democracy in that tiny country. So this time around, for Nigeria to have actually restored democracy in Benin Republic should be applauded, because when you have your neighbors, when they are in turmoil and there are too many crises, to have a spiral effect on Nigeria.
Now, what's your reaction to some that feel, why didn't we do this to Niger Republic? They are also our neighbor.
Yes, because as of that time, when the coup started in Niger Republic, Nigeria's involvement, especially with ECOWAS, was bluffed off by the military in Niger. And as of that time, you have to understand.
Nigeria was blocked by the military in Niger.
Yes, you have to understand one thing. Most of these surrounding nations have had series of intermarriages.
No, now,
series of family ties.
this is what we are looking at. Some have expressed their own dissatisfaction with what the president have done, but you have commended them. See, he is strengthening our inter-foreign relationships with our neighbors in Africa.
Yes.
A neighbor agreed. Benin Republic are one of our neighbor, I think, to the west.
Yes.
Now, for Niger, they are also our neighbor because they share border with Nigeria.
Yes.
Now, the question I'm asking is, when they had their own coup,
let me tell you,
why can't President Bola Ahmed Tinubu send military to Niger Republic to restore democracy?
One thing we must get clear is that in international politics, the involvement of some of the big powers to a large extent influence the dictates. Like, for instance, you find out almost all these.
So it was France that instructed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is that what you're saying?
Almost all these countries where we have the military insurrection taking place are francophone countries.
That's what I'm asking. So it is France that instructed our president to do what he did.
We wouldn't say France, but
you just spoke about having international.
Yes, most of these things have international coloration, because you find out that most of these francophone countries, they were the areas where there are insurrections. And mind you, France is in support of anti-Russian movements. You get the point there. So there's no way how you cannot remove that international conflict from the happenings in most of these African countries. And moreover, as a neighbor to Nigeria with close ties in almost all spheres of life, it will be endangering even our own democracy, and will be endangering even our economy, because series of migration and other things will start coming in.
Are we not doing that in? Are we not doing that in Nigeria?
It will spiral band when
let's bring,
they allow military to take over.
Let's bring in Mr. Barmi into this. Do you also commend the president for his actions?
I don't know about commend, but I strongly believe that Nigeria has taken the right action by intervening decisively in the matter in Benin Republic. Let me quickly say, the relationship between Benin Republic and the relationship between Nigeria and Benin is quite different.
And Niger, you mean?
And Niger, I beg your pardon. First of all, there was no direct appeal to Nigeria. In the case of Niger Republic, there was no direct appeal by the civilian administration that had been overthrown. Maybe that had to do with the rapidity of the strike, and probably the intelligence penetration by Nigerian security services of Benin Republic, in my opinion, is much greater than the penetration we have in Niger Republic. And first, so what I'm trying to say is that first of all, there was a request. And as Mao said, Africa is the centerpiece of Nigerian foreign policy. And in today's world, the dominant desired system of governance is democracy. So, because of that, Nigeria intervened. I still want to say reportedly intervened in order to restore democracy in Benin Republic.
It's not reported. They've confirmed that they intervened.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Now, so another thing is that in Nigeria itself, the intelligentsia, particularly of all the states, that don't forget Nigeria has a 1,000-kilometer border with Benin Republic, and if you know, the whole of the western part of Benin Republic. That is the Niamey side, is really Sokoto territory before Oyibo came. The people of Sokoto categorically said they don't want Nigeria to intervene militarily. I engaged in several private conversations with military officers who were against totally intervention. There is one minister in this Tinubu's government. His father's village lies on the border between Nigeria and Niger. So the people, a lot of the people in power in Nigeria, in business, politics, military, commerce, have very strong connections with Benin Republic, with Niger Republic. So they actually counseled against any intervention.
So then, what if they do that in Niger? Why are we not interfering with Benin?
Did you not hear what I said? First, there is a request. Then the character and nature of relationships between Nigeria's elites.
Now let's go to one of the talking points too. Some who have also criticized the president that before you can carry out those sort of actions, you need to have spoken to the Senate. You need to have spoken to the House of Reps.
You see, hold on. You must.
And as that, let's finish with what. Let's finish with some of the things. I'll give you time to obviously explain. I'm just bringing out the issues. So they have criticized them. The Senate yesterday have eventually gave the presidency the permission to take our troops into Benin Republic. But as that over the weekend, when this happened, and we sent the military troops and also our air fighters into Benin Republic,
military aircraft,
we didn't get about one for Lori Ofurufu. That's what I'm trying to get. We didn't get the permission of the Senate or the House of Rep, which some have argued that the president should have done that before giving the order for military to intervene in Benin Republic.
Well, first of all, I want to appeal to you to avoid the temptation of attempting to delegitimize the activities of the government of Nigeria. In military operations, normally military operations are not, they happen spontaneously. Now, ordinarily, I will give you an analogy. I am a presenter in a media house. Fire control measures are the purview of the Department of Engineering. The fire extinguishers are in a glass box. I now notice a small fire in my studio. Am I going to look for engineering officer, or am I going to break the glass? Of course, there will be something called after action report. Anywhere in the world, if there is a military situation, you respond first. Just like the state of emergency that we had in Rivers State. You respond first. Then after that, you now go through the process. So those people saying that, they are free to say, that's why we have fundamental human rights, freedom of expression. But I do not see what this president has done that is improper. There is nowhere in the world when you want to mobilize fully. But you must understand, Benin Republic has about the same population as Kwara State, maybe 3.5 million, one of the smallest in Nigeria. What is the size of their military? So another thing that other people will say, but I know you will come to that later. But the simple issue is that I think Nigeria has responded appropriately. I do not believe that in the course of that mobilization, we have heard of things like that in other countries. I am very sure at least one or two members, first it's only the Senate that you need their permission to deploy troops. So they responded to the situation as it came. That's why I gave you the analogy of me in my studio. Then there is a fire. I'm now waiting for engineering to come. I will face it immediately. And the stake, let me also say this, whether we like it or not, those of us that eat rice in Nigeria, those of us that eat frozen chicken, turkey, many things, I strongly believe that if you go to Baboko Market and you reach the food section, let me be conservative, 50% of that food is coming from Benin Republic.
Let's go on this quick commercial break. We'll come back from the commercial break and we continue our conversation. Still Editors Hangout on Diamond 88.7 FM. Commercial break. We'll be back.
Good tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
Ta ló mọ̀ ó wá sọ ohun mímu amára jí pépé mẹ́rọ́kà ní lúbúlúbú mára jí pépé mẹ́rọ́kà ní energy drink tó ń mára kọ́fẹ́ mẹ́rọ́kà ní o ẹ jẹ́ kájú mọ́ gbẹlúra kára kọ́fẹ́ mẹ́rọ́kà ó dára ká máa ní lọ́wọ́ lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ nínú mọ́tò tó bá ti fẹ́ máa rẹ ni mẹ́rọ́kà ni ó já sómi gbẹlúra ká gbára dé o mẹ́rọ́kà energy drink yìí máa dára. ó já geere lọ́nà fún tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè mú. Mẹ́rọ́kà energy drink yìí máa dára.
Mẹ́rọ́kà agbára gbàngbà agbára tó jagbára lọ energy drink lọ́gán tó bá wọnú ara agbára ti dé. àjọ NAFDAC jẹ́ ló ń tẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ tó lórúkọ tó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi ká pò oògùn òyìnbó tó yí pharmaceutical ló gbé jáde.
Mẹ́rọ́kà energy drink yìí máa dára.
Welcome back from the commercial break. You're still listening to Editors Hangout and Diamond 88.7 FM. Let's try and throw the phone line open as early 0913 655 6952. 0913 655 6952. WhatsApp is 0913 655 6864. 0913 655 6864. We're just talking, dissecting into Nigeria's involvement in the failed coup attempt in the Republic of Benin Republic. With in the Republic of Benin, we've dabbled into series of things, looking at reactions from Nigerians, some that have commended, some that also not commended the presidency for Mr. Bayomi and also Mao, the general manager of Diamond FM. They feel the president have done the right thing and he should be commended. And also we look at is the president have done well in terms of ordering our military patrol into Benin without informing the Senate. Mr. Bayomi also dabbled into that, and he also think insecurity matches you have to react spontaneously, and in that regard the president have done what is needful. So we love to hear your own thoughts. 0913 655 6952 is the number to call. WhatsApp is 0913 655 6864. 0913 655 6864. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from.
Bamidele give from Ofa. Good morning to you.
Yes, this is one of the best decisions ever taken by the president. We are paying dearly for not intervening in Nigeria Republic. You can see after that military coup, the insecurity rose highly. So when your neighbor's houses are on fire, you cannot just wait until the fire gets to your house. That is why we are the leader of ECOWAS. Whether you like it or not, I am happy Mao has given some 1, 2, 3 instances. And that's how it should be. Well, I mean, it's the best decision. But another brothers who oppose the intervention in Nigeria, I believe they must be regretting it now. 2 days ago, Nigeria said no Nigerian goods should be brought to Nigeria. That is military. Military is an apparition. Anywhere any government can intervene to stop them, they must do it, especially in that of Nigeria, our direct neighbor. We have to do it, and that's the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bamidele Gift. A lot of Nigerians, Alhaji, let me bring you on this. Like Mr. Bamidele Gift, also think the president have done the needful. But when we look at when US also said they might be sending troops to help us fight against insecurity, the question of challenging our sovereignty was brought upon. I know they've requested, but have we not also challenged our sovereignty in the Republic of Benin? They told us they've requested, but have we not challenged their own sovereignty too in Benin Republic?
Thank you, the Anchorman. I'll first make clarifications. Comparing what happened in Republic of Niger with what happened recently in Republic of Benin. You see, the issue is this, and that's the reality. The coup in Republic of Niger was successful because President Mohamed Bazoum was detained. And how do you determine the success of a coup? Once the head of government is held captive, that means there will be a new leader, because he will not have access to either the people who can rise in his defense, or people who can support him or her. That's number one. So the reality is the one that took place in the Republic of Benin was a failed coup. The president wasn't held captive, just like what happened in
unable to round him up.
Just like what happened in 1976. That Dimka went on here to announce a coup, but though Muritala was killed, the head of state, but the people in charge of the troops were people who were loyal to Muritala administration. That was how the coup failed. So the one that happened in Benin, the Republic of Benin, was a failed coup. And the decision to go there was a collective decision for ECOWAS. It wasn't only Nigerian troops that were there. People, troops from Ghana, from Syria alone.
That happened later. So the instantaneous one was from Nigeria.
What I'm saying is this. It was the troops that were there from this country. They were not there because Nigeria sent them. It was a collective decision. It was an ECOWAS thing. And why that was possible was because the president wasn't held captive. It was already a failed coup. The people, the mutineers, were regrouping. And while regrouping, the only thing the president could have done, and which he did, was to call for support from outside. It's like somebody has given a notice that he or she is attacking you, and unfortunately, is yet to arrive. He has gone somewhere, he has gone to the market to announce that I'm attacking so person. The only thing you should do is to quickly call for friendly forces to come to your aid. So it was a failed coup. What happened in the Republic of Niger was a successful coup. So there was no way that Nigeria could have gotten involved. If Nigeria had gotten involved, it would have been like what happened in Liberia and Syria alone. And that would have been a direct war. So there are two different things.
What, from your explanation, what you're trying to say is we didn't challenge the sovereignty of the Republic of
Not at all. Because the person who called for help is the constitutionally elected president. President Talon became the president in 2016 and he got a second term which will end in 2026. So he's an elected president and he only called for help. Just like I said, somebody had notified him that he or she was coming to attack him, and the only thing, the person mistakenly, instead of coming to the house directly, has gone to the market and has gone to the market to announce, and after announcing that, the person quickly, excuse me, somebody is coming to attack me, and that was it.
Mr. Okay, you want to ask something?
So the issue is this: rather than talking about the reasons for the coup or how the coup failed, we should be talking about factors promoting military coup in Africa.
We'll be coming to that, but I want us to first deal with everything happening with us locally in Nigeria first. Now we have some of our coup defending, some of our military going right there due to some of the agreements within ECOWAS to help also ensure that the coup does not rise again in the Republic of Benin. But Mr. Biodun, don't you think this will affect our own fight against insecurity? Because just recently, our president announced state of emergency, and while announcing it, he also said the military should also get to hire more people because we realize we don't have more hands to fight against our own insurgency. Now we are taking some of our military out of the ones that we say it is not enough. Are we not affecting our fight against insecurity, Mr. Biodo?
Well, I don't think that is it will affect. I don't think it will affect our fight against insurgency because in every military that has always been a reserve.
Let's pick this call. Just hold your thought. Hello, good morning.
Hello, this is Mr. Rotimi from Moro.
Mr. Rotimi from Moro. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you.
And my submission is, please let us read reality. There's every procedure in fighting another country like this. Assuming when Nigeria was complaining to America and Donald Trump took action like this, what will we say? Let us read reality. Let us read reality. Reality must be faced. Because in the future, anything can happen to what is happening. They can take him to court. But I will tell you something, what is happening, Mr. President should be peaceful demand. Like you said, so many things going on in every country of the world now. Nobody just interfere anyhow to any other country, throw bomb in another country or messing up with another country. I want to remind you, this 2027 is another thing. For Mr. President, you need to be careful. Please, if you have power, please use it peacefully. With all what is going on. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rotimi from Oba. I need to quickly address some of the things we spoke about. The Federal Republic of Nigeria never sent a silver soul message to President Donald Trump. Nigeria didn't do that. Donald Trump, in his own best wisdom, just reacted to the insurgents we have in Nigeria. Let's quickly go on this quick commercial break. Mr. Akin, when we come back from the commercial break, then you have time to react if you think these will be affecting our own fight against insurgency, knowing fully well that we are struggling with our numbers of military men to fight against our own insurgency in the country. Quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Ìbáṣe jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù àtàdédé kódà àsáró tàbí spaghetti ṣe oúnjẹ tó ta wọ́n yọ pẹ̀lú pẹ́pẹ́ tẹ̀rà.
Are you looking for an event center to make your parties glamorous and memorable? Look no further. Diamond Arena is the place for you. With our uninterrupted power supply, ample parking space, secure and serene environments, spacious changing rooms, we've got you. You can hold your wedding receptions, birthday celebrations, retirement parties, seminars, anniversaries, reunion, and lots more at our 2,000 capacity, 1,100 capacity hall, and our beautiful love garden. And the fun part is, every booking comes with a special package. For inquiries and bookings, visit our office at plot 3 beside Diamond Park in Rewolede Road, Ilorin, Kwara State, or log on to our website www.diamondarena.com.ng. You can also call us on 0913-670-0075. Diamond Arena. Beauty, style, and class.
Welcome back from the commercial break. It's Editors and Girls and Diamond 88.7 FM, your shiny supreme radio station. You can just call in 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. We're still looking at the Nigeria's involvement in the field military coup in the Republic of Benin. Mr. Biodun, you're saying you don't think this will affect our own fight against insurgency.
I don't think
the
so.
The same insurgency we are struggling with, even without sending our military to Benin. Now we are sending a part of our military to Benin.
Where every country have one issue or the other. Even United States, being the highest military base in the world, they have their own problem in their country, and this sort of military base even outside the US. So that's not stopping Nigeria.
What we are saying is the problem they have is US. It's not what we are having with Nigeria, where a lot of our own remote.
They have their own problem, and I think what we need now is where we involve the military where they are not supposed to be involved, and I think the new Minister of Defense has addressed that. Okay, all these military, all these checking points, all this civilian matter, why we are involved in the military, I think that's what we need to address. So that we are fighting insurgency in Nigeria does not mean we should not go out to go and fight all these things, because if care is not taken.
Let's pick up, please. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, I am Adeleke Adamu calling from Ilorin.
Adeleke Adamu from Ilorin. Good morning to you.
Yes, sir. Please, concerning what is happening now in Benin, in Benin Republic, and Nigeria's involvement. In fact, the president should be commended for taking that action. Why? Because if he did intervene as he did, as at the time he did it, that would have been an added problem to Nigeria's situation too. Yes, but to Nigeria. So it is something, and that was Benin was trying to be greater than Nigeria, because that of Benin was a coup that wanted to consume the government. How it was successful, it will be a direct negative impact on Nigeria, and that's our own domestic problem. So solving a bigger problem is better than delaying it and then pay attention to lesser for Nigeria. Nigeria, so to say, Nigeria is relatively smaller. In sense that it's not Nigeria's front is not an open coup, even though the underlying outcome may be, but it's not an open coup.
Thank you.
It's better for him to do what he did than delaying it and then pretending to be solving a problem.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. Number to call to remain the same: 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Please, when you call into the studio, try and share your opinion within 60 seconds, just a minute. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Mr. Isa from Ilorin.
Mr. Isa from Ilorin, good morning to you, Mr. Isa.
Like one of your guests has just said, you said the sitting president is asking for another president for assistance. So I don't think that action has been at international law. And of course, America.
Very sorry, Mr. Isa, we can't hear you. Seems the network is bad. We can hear you clearly. Please, if you can call back. Mr. Biodun, let me come back to you.
So I think prevention is better than, and even it's cheaper than cure. Now, if you refuse to send those troops there, the crisis there will still snowball to Nigeria. And remind you, if the crisis in Libya was addressed by the African Union, one of the problems we are having, I will not have it, because it was that crisis that snowballed to the crisis in the Sahel Savannah. So and that's why Russia will not allow Ukraine to join the NATO because of that territorial integrity, because you know that when that happened in Ukraine, we moved to Russia. The same way US is attacking Venezuela now, that because they are having all this illegal smuggling of what they call it, hard drugs to US. Claiming. So why are they attacking them? Because you know that anything that happen within that zone will affect their own cause. So it's like preventive mechanism against guys that can come to Nigeria. So going there will not affect our fight against insurgency in Nigeria, because what we are having Nigeria, we have issue of going outside and even be more successful than.
And you think
inside.
even putting our military in Benin Republic will not affect our own fight against insurgency?
It will enhance our fight against insurgency. That's why I think it will help it, because we can even be exchange a lot of things with Benin, and then it will prevent any crisis coming from that side.
I'm saying the one we have recently, the one we are fighting against recently, the banditry. Don't you think putting our military out there is also reducing their manpower for them to be able to fight against?
It's preventing, because if the federal administration has made sure that the Niger and the Chad basin, we are able to secure it. All the crises that we are having in the Borno, we don't have it. So and if we look at our border, most of the safe part is that Benin side, because we have not been hearing issue of the worst considered is smuggling. So we are not hearing of terrorism, smuggling from that side. Kidnapping. So having our military base there is even better, so that we know that place is secure. So where we focus on is those Niger, another border with Niger, with Chad, that we're having issues with insurgency and all those. So I don't think we don't affect. To even enhance our fight against insurgency at home. So we should all applaud the president for taking that bold step, because it's more preventive than after that crisis will now be clearing our border. And whether we like it or not, there are some countries that we cannot severe our relationship with, like Mr. Adeyemi said about the Niger and people in Sokoto State. You cannot severe the relationship we're having with the Republic too. The Badagry side, the Saki side, even the Kwara side, those by Granada side, they are very close.
No, they are the
Hello,
same.
good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, I just got from that journey.
Mr. Godwin from La Journey. Good morning to you.
God bless you. Been to the panel over there. This is a cool. It was already failed cool did not hold any water at all. Now, no, it's the first up down. Let them go back home and defend our house here in this Nigeria. People are dying every day. This is what's happening. Before they can go out and settle matters from outside, what of our own inside world? And secondly, what's worrying us now is Nigeria. The needs of our security people is already vague. Believe you me, the security is no more tight. There's leakage among them. Internal forces really want us in this country. It's a defense center. It's the Boko Haram people. But it's not like that in the Republic. Let us be checking. Let us go back home and address ourselves.
Thank you.
Let us do the right at the right time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
From that journey.
Mr. Godwin from La Journey says the military coup in Benin is a failed one already. Let's have our military come back and address our own insecurity situation in Nigeria. Hello, good morning. 0913-655-6952. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864.
If I may correct some of the insinuations from Lajori's remarks, we have to understand that modern wars now are not on the numerical strength but technology. So it is incumbent on our military in Nigeria to work and improve more on their technology rather than even the numerical strength. And moreover, if you look at the case of Benin, that Ortib, that's the television headquarters in Benin, is less than 3 kilometers from the presidential launch. So definitely, they have not done their own work before going on.
Hello, good morning. If you can, please call back 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. Don't forget you can also join us live on YouTube and Diamond 887 FM on YouTube. Diamond 887 FM on YouTube. Hello, good morning. If you can, please call us back. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, good morning. Once again, I'm Adeleka can be calling from Ilorin.
Adeleka can be calling from Ilorin. Good morning to you.
Yes, thank you. As a quick response to what Baba Angela Johnny said.
Okay.
Military coup. What is not totally cannot be said to be over. They can, if they leave them, they can come back and regroup. What you can do, which the president is doing now, that ask some soldiers and just to remain there to make sure that should not be a replan. That can be a replan. They are soldiers. Those people are angry on their own. So they cannot leave them totally. Leave them totally is like cutting the snake at the tail, not the head.
Thank you very much.
So it's very not to live. It's very not to live the new republic totally now by Nigeria.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Don't leave them totally, because they can regroup. Let's look at our next topic to talk about on the show, and it's politics. It's time to talk about what is happening in the political terrain in Osun State. Let's also quickly inform you that now it has been confirmed Governor Ademola Adeleke has joined the Accord Party, just like my dear colleague and brother in the studio told us last week. Mr. Biodun Akinwumi said what he's getting is that the governor will join the Accord Party. He has finally joined the Accord Party with all smiles on his face. Now, but before we go into the political channel, we also saw the viral video of where the First Lady allegedly told him to that he's going to off his mic and he should manage his time. Do anybody want to react to that, Mr. Biodun? Some have said.
I think the issue
that's the state. That's the governor.
I think the issue has been managed by the two sides, because it's like the First Lady want to whisper to the ear of the governor. So I think maybe the mic was not off. So, but I think they have managed the situation. At the end of the day, I think the First Lady said it was just something between the two of them. But looking at it holistically, I think just because of that stage, it was not managed very well. Even if we only has to pass that message, it could have been.
But you now say
message.
you off the mic, allegedly or
But
reportedly,
I
off
think,
the mic of a governor.
It was just like that, like they are joking. The way I'm saying it, it's not something that is serious.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Even if the governor did not stop talking, I don't think the First Lady
because she came back.
I don't think the First Lady go and off his mic. I don't think so. You not go and off.
Alaji.
Well, the issue has been referred to as a minor misstep by the First Lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, and we have to just agree that it was actually a minor misstep. The two of them were members of the 8th Senate, and one of the people who are friendly to the governor in the presidency is Mrs. Tinubu, and I want to just note that it was the mistake the First Lady made was the manner of presentation. I think what happened was that there were about 22 First Ladies, wives of governors, and there were other guests, because the most important person receiving honorary chieftaincy title was the First Lady, and most of the guests were there because of her, and they will be returning to their respective states.
And the governor is not singing.
And because
so
the governor, the governor will only leave Ife and go to Ede, or should be less than. Not even up to 30 minutes.
So that's why that's a justification to telling him to off his mic.
She only needs to manage her temperament. That's just it. But what she ought to have done was to have possibly called her PA or call the wife of the governor who was also there. Come, Titi, go and tell your husband, my people, they will be returning to their respective places. But we are just like God created us differently, with different character. One thing, I'll give it to Mrs. Remi Tinubu. I didn't expect that she would manage it up to this level before she would make a mistake. She has actually tried for 2 years and nothing like this happened. So, but because, may God help us, she has managed it But maybe because she was the one hosting people, they were there because of her, and they will be leaving. But rather than controlling our emotions, look, first, but you're only smart when it is not your story. So it may be because she was, like I said, she was the one. They were there because of her.
So basically,
and she was worried.
Basically, what we witnessed online, what the clarification you're trying to make for us in the studio is, it has been downplayed. It is
Of
not
course, there's not. But the only thing was
to
because
tell the governor off your mic.
people had expected that the first lady would make such mistakes. She had, based on her antecedents. That was why I said we should commend her for at least sustaining it and keeping a good and clean record up till 2 years.
And telling a governor.
And this one, the situation that made her fall into such a mistake, we see, was because she was the one. People were somewhere because of her, and she was only showing concern for their safety.
Okay, so it's a show of concern, not a show of arrogance.
But manner of presentation was wrong. She should have sent the wife of the governor or her ADC to the governor.
Let's come into the political terrain. What is happening in the political terrain in Osun State? The governor has joined in Osun State. The governor has joined our court party, Mr. Bayomi.
Well,
gubernatorial election is 2026.
I think this is a long-expected move. So it is not surprising. I think earlier on this program, we had looked at the possible illegality of the people that organized the Congress. Let's not forget that the Congress, let's face it, was organized. The National Convention of the PDP was organized by the Seyi Makinde faction of the party. The Wike faction of the party, I can't think of any other name to call it, with Anyanwu as their arrowhead, the embattled national secretary, and the likes of Sule Lamido and Bukola Saraki have decided to do PIM. Bukola Saraki is saying that they should reconcile. So, but I think all of them simply know which side their bread is buttered. So the governor sees that, look, the convention that produced these people that are holding this primary, there was no INEC representation. You don't need to be a lawyer to know that it is very easy for a court to nullify any party activity without INEC representation or observer. So Adeleke, who want to come back as a governor, will say, oh, if I follow these people, what will happen? And let's not forget that Adeleke was not part of that convention. And let us also not forget that there have been reports that Adeleke has made 3 attempts in the past to
join the APC.
But the people in the APC have been doing case for the president, say, Oga, no allow him come. Whatever the case may be, he has now done what the likes of Mimiko did in the past in order to grab power. So it's not a new thing. What the likes of Rimi attempted in the Second Republic and failed, So whether he will succeed or not is another thing altogether. But I think what he has done is the right thing.
Because we are looking at the PDP, let's try and narrow it down to Kwara. He spoke about Senator Bukola Saraki, former governor of Kwara State, earlier. And we don't know where he seems to stand as he stands right now. He is the chairman of the reconciliation committee.
He is still reconciling now. There's nothing about where he stands. He is reconciling. He's still reconciling.
What I want to ask is,
whether the party could be reconciled or not depends on the future.
He's still reconciling.
But he's still reconciling.
What I want to ask is, the PDP in Kwara will also produce a governorship candidate.
Definitely.
Who will be the faction involved? Is it the Wike faction or the Makinde faction? And will INEC be in that one? Because if INEC is not in any other one, it means the PDP too might not have someone in Kwara.
Don't forget that PDP was one of the 16 states that attended the Ibadan convention.
Kwara.
But they stormed out. They attended but stormed out.
Whether they stormed out or this thing, at least they attended.
And they left from Bukola's house.
Yes.
And Bukola fueled their motor.
And he is not part of them.
He didn't say he's not part of it. You know, you're
no. Let's correct that. There was a statement before they went where he made that clearly that his own stand is for them to reconcile, not for the convention to go ahead. He made that clearly. There was a statement to that regard.
I don't know how to put it, but I'm sure some people can.
His statement is much more political.
No, sir, Ogamao, when you do the left and you do the right, the center will not spoil.
Let's bring it. Alaji is shaking his head. Let's bring in Alaji quickly.
We're trying to model up things. He never said, he never called for reconciliation. What he called for was the setting up of a caretaker committee, that the convention should be suspended, that there should be constitution of a caretaker committee comprising the two factions. And I was in Ibadan. I attended the convention. It was while Senator Ben Obi made the pronouncement, moved the motion that the convention should produce new leaders, that the Kwara delegates staged a walkout immediately to show that they are not in support of
forming
election of new members of National Working Committee. So they staged the walkout, meaning that they objected to that. They weren't part of the new school. And the Dr. Bukola Saraki has been vindicated.
Yes, we know.
Because he called for that
as a chairman of the reconciliation committee,
the convention should be suspended, while there should be a caretaker committee should be put in place. And he categorically made reference to upcoming elections in some states. It was in that statement that it will affect the chances of those governors. I also made a statement that no serious politician, I want us to go and check that statement, that press statement, that no serious politician will contest on the platform from PDP if one is not sure of who the National Working Committee members are, and therefore called for setting up of a caretaker committee.
That is still reconciliation, Alaji.
No. That's a
caretaker.
Mr. Bayomi.
A caretaker is the job of a caretaker is to reconcile.
Mr. Bayomi, no
Divergent
problem.
opinions.
Setting a committee, reconciliating chairman of reconciliation committee, no problem. Let's just use any English we want to use. We understand that they can interpret it as much as we want. The question is, Adeleke, for whatever reasons, that has gone to a court party is because of the unrest in the PDP, and that might not give him a good standing with INEC. Even with Kwara PDP, ahead of the election in 2027,
Let me tell you that of Osun is coming up in 2026. Let us talk more about Osun, about the uniqueness in the political development of Osun. Because when you look at Osun, it has a unique way. They have a sophisticated way of playing politics. Because if you look at the past, even when Aregbesola, how he became governor, and when he became governor, he wanted to go for a second term, and there was a federal might moved against him, still he emerged. So that uniqueness is always in the politics of Osun, which differentiates it from politics of other states in Nigeria. What do we expect that will come from Osun? Now Adeleke has gone to accord. Now the center is not even holding APC, and even now in the ADC,
there's still Aregbesola in the ADC.
Yes, but even in the ADC, they have chosen Najib Salam, a former speaker, and the top, which is the Osun Progressives, that is forms the core of ADC. Now there are crises. What is the way forward? What do we expect? Even there are accusations that Oyetola is using Oyebanji as a placeholder
in the APC. So what's the chances of Adeleke in 2027? Quickly, Mr. Biodun.
As an independent governor, I think if he is able to put his structure together and negotiate with other critical stakeholders, I believe Adeleke will come back. If he's able to manage his structure emerge and align with other critical stakeholders. Now, you talk about the ADC now. Someone like Adeyemi has opted out of top. And as far as Igbo axis is concerned, he holds at least 75 or 80% of the votes from Igbo. Igbo is having more than 100,000 votes who are registered voters. So that one is up for grab for Adeleke. So that means if he's able to do off the ground, he will win the second time. He has a very big chance of winning the second time.
For me, I strongly believe that what we are going to see in Oshun is is the type of thing we saw in Anambra. APC is a party, PDP is a party, Abga was in power in Anambra. Somebody is shaking his head, but somehow, Abga came back in power. Whether this one is accord or anything, the most critical stakeholders in Oshun, the most critical, whether in Oshun Central, in Iragbiji or in Laorangun, as the case may be, they will ultimately sit there and say, you know, those Oshun people, they're, like Mao said, they're a little bit more sophisticated than us. So I see the most critical stakeholders taking the appeal to wherever they have to take it to. So
hello, good morning. Our last caller this morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Dr. Olayo Kiki, excellent, calling from Itakwe, Learning.
Okay, good morning to you.
I wanted to commend the effort of our fathers in the studio.
Thank you very much.
I've already said what is in the mind of the masses. May God bless you abundantly.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Olayo Kiki from Itakwe.
Thank you very much, Dr. Larry Okiki from Itakure. Good morning, the entire crew. Adedoke cannot be a governor of another town because he has participated in one primary election, PDP. His name is on the list of the PDP primary in his state. You cannot participate in two primary elections for the same political office. He has dug his own grave and his team is not managing the situation well. Alabi from Amoyo. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, dear colleagues, for joining me in the studio this morning. Unfortunately, as interesting as our conversation today is, we need
can
to
fast forward it.
we need to leave the studio. Thank you very much also to the listener for taking part, for taking our time to be with us. My name is Adeyemi Adewale. Also, big appreciation goes to the producer of this show, Mr. Michael Abiodun Olariwaju Mao, the general manager of Diamond FM. My name is Adeyemi Adewale, and have a lovely day. Good morning.